Greetings, everybody, and welcome back. It's great to see you all. Welcome back to 2026. Feels like it's my second stream for the year. I'm not sure if that's right. I'm pretty sure it's wrong, but it feels like it. Great to see you all. Thank you very, very much for the watch streaks as well. Really appreciate it. Bo Alvin with a 30 stream streak. You're a legend. Thank you so much. Lassus, thank you as well. Thank you for all the people who followed over the break as well while I was away.
Yeah!
That's very kind of you. Good to see you there, Creep. Good to see you, Refraction.
Would you like some sausage?
Abdul64, hello. Good to see you as well. Thank you, Bot Jams, for the stream streak. Good to see you. Welcome back. Oh my gosh, Isol Lamb, thank you very much for the 1,000 bits
welcome back,
as well.
Mike.
Very kind of you. Thanks for the welcome back. I feel refreshed and rejuvenated after my long trip away. It was very nice. We went away and spent some time at a coastal town here in Victoria and enjoyed some time just hanging out as a family, doing some hiking, some surfing, some swimming. It was lots of fun. It was a real good time. I won't talk too much about it because I think that might be a bit boring for most people to hear all about that, but suffice it to say it was a good time and a well-needed break. How's it going today, Refraction? I hope you're doing well. Azalt Lem, I hope you're doing great as well. Lassus, everybody. Prath, welcome back, Rathermesh. Hope you're having a good one. Not being used here too, good to see you. Can't believe Mike got kidnapped by feral desert kangaroos and wasn't rescued by Skippy until now. Yeah, Skippy was just too chill these over the summer, I guess. Ginger Buddha, good to see you there too as well. And anybody else who I haven't said hello to, hi. I hope you're having a great day today. Is Mike eyeballing the GameCube? The Gabe Cube. So, yeah, I am. We talked about this before, and I just, I was actually wondering if there was any new news about the Steam machine, or the Steam frame, or anything. As far as I can tell, there's not much new news. Not from Valve anyway. There's a little bit more speculation going on in the media, but nothing that's confirmed, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm still pretty keen. I think I'm gonna end up with at least one Gabe Cube. You gotta say that carefully because I don't know if I can enunciate clearly enough. But yeah, we'll probably end up with one. Hey, Killick, good to see you. Welcome back. Can't complain, man. Up a little earlier than I hoped. I hope you're doing well, man. Well rejuvenated. I am. I did actually. I wasn't 100% over the back injury, I guess you call it, the pulled muscle in my back or whatever it was that happened. So over the course of the being away and like hiking and swimming and all that kind of stuff, I sort of like, it still hasn't fully recovered, so it's still a bit sore, but manageable today. It was not so manageable yesterday. When we got home, I was like really in a bit of pain, and so I thought I'd just try and sleep it off. Still in a bit of pain today, but not so bad. All good here. Looking forward to FMM Year of Ultima. Yeah, me too, actually. Me too. I gotta try and finish up what we've been working on. By the way, thank you so much for those 1,000 bits. Very kind of you. I really do appreciate it. That's a mega amount of support. So thank you for that. Also tempted to grab one for fun. Yeah, it just seems like a great idea. They seem like a really fun idea. And I do want to have a media PC set up again. I have not had a media PC set up for probably 15 years, if not more. And I've tried experimenting with like the Android TV devices and stuff like that, and like different variations of the sticks and stuff that you can plug in, but nothing's really satisfied the way that a PC satisfies. So I'm very much leaning towards using the like a machine like this, like the Steam machine, as a device that I can like, you know, consume media on as well as play some games, set it up to do, you know, whatever I need it to do kind of thing, streaming content from various sources and all that. It would take over we've got a Sony television. I think, I can't remember which model it is. We've got a Sony television, and it's got its own like Android OS, TV OS, whatever it is, the Google TV, that's what it's called, Google TV OS stuff on it. But like one of the things that I noticed with it very frequently is like the applications that people develop for those things are huge, like really large applications for streaming content. And it's like, dude, why do you need such a big freaking application? To the point where the TV will refuse to install updates until I like go and delete some of them, delete the cache, and then it'll update the device. It's like, that's not And nobody should ever have to think about doing that for the television. That's ridiculous. Like, that's an absolute joke. It's like, oh, my TV needs an update and it won't work properly until I do. Oh, I guess I better go and delete, like, I don't know, Netflix app and, like, reinstall that after I've done the update. It's like, come on, man, that's a joke. Hi, Drew, good to see you. Good to see you there, Strider, as well. Muscles and nerves suck. I'm still struggling with trapped nerve in you. Yeah, I remember you mentioned that from, like, you got it, like, 2 weeks before Christmas. I hope that resolves itself. Get some physio or something, man. Just make a pre-built with every update already installed. Yeah, that's the dream, right? You never need an update. Imagine that. Imagine a piece of hardware never needing an update. Just taking a look at the any of the old Nintendos, or like literally any gaming system pre, I guess, Xbox was like didn't need updates and it worked fine. Hey there, Gaming Catarella. Great to see you. Mike is back again. Tell a friend. Hell yeah. I'm back. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the year. This is my year. This is my year, you know what I mean? Oh my gosh.
Andrew one dance, Andrew one dance, Andrew one dance, Andrew one dance, Andrew one dance.
I gotta raise the eyebrows for that. Thank you very much, Gaming Catarella. Thank you so much for the resub. That's 61 months. That's 5 years and a month. Thank you so much for all of the support. I really, really do appreciate it. I don't know about storage, but it wouldn't surprise me if their system on chips that TVs have are underpowered. Yeah, that's the other thing. They're underpowered as well, right? Like, just put a, like, frankly, at this point, I'm very willing to go back to just hooking a PC up to the TV and just being done with it all. It's so much more convenient. The only thing that I think, like, the TV has going for it is the form factor of the remote control. But technologies have progressed far enough that I don't think even that's really a problem anymore. So, we'll see how it goes. Gonna become an uncle very soon. Oh wow, Borgems, that's great news. Congratulations to your family. That's really cool. Well done. Well, thank you, Gaming Catarella. That's very kind. Nice message. I appreciate it. I forgot where I was going with that, but yeah, I think Steam Machine is destined for my lounge room, my TV room, whatever you call it. The room in which our TV resides. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm also keen for the Steam Frame. It depends on the price for both of them, whether or not I go all in on the Valve ecosystem, but it's very tempting in the current climate in terms of like cost of hardware and stuff like that. That's the thing. I had this idea for a project that I was thinking about working on this year, which I'm not going to talk too in any depth about, but like I had this plan for like an interesting PC build that I thought would be a fun project, and it's not going to happen. Like at the rate that hardware costs continue to go up, I think I'll have to reevaluate how I would like to approach it, because maybe it's still something I could do, but it certainly doesn't feel like it's the market is ripe for PC building projects for an amateur YouTube content creator like me. So yeah, I don't know. I do want to ramp up the YouTube productions this year along with the game dev, and we'll see how that all goes. What shakes out of the tree at the end of the day will be determined by my time and availability, of course. But I'm actively seeking ways to improve my availability so that I can actually have more time to work on at least the game, if not the YouTube content. But we'll see how that goes. Spare memory, you're screwed for a couple of years at least. Yeah, it seems that way. I do have access to memory. It's just older memory, and I don't know, like, what's the point of building a cool machine if you're gonna put in like DDR3 into it or something like that? I mean, I don't even know how far back the compatibility goes. I know you can go DDR4 for a lot of machines, but I think DDR3 is like the cheapest memory at the moment. It's not really worth getting unless you're going to go with a 10-year-old system, right? Or maybe it's even older than 10 years at this point for DDR3. Oh man. I will say that there is something to be said about learning how to make do with less, optimize your use of resources. Yeah, I think that's true. Absolutely true. It is a weird... It's a weird situation to be in, though. Like, right now. With, like, all of this advancement, and yet somehow things are less accessible than ever. It's a very strange situation. Hey, Mini Roach, great to see you. Welcome back. Been waiting for Fractal Mind Mike, the return for ages. Glad to catch it live. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're here. I'm very excited to just get back into some regular content. Actually, now that I'm back, I've got no more plans for going away or anything like that. I have no plans of getting sick either, but you know, these things do happen. We'll see how it goes. I'm not planning to get sick, of course. I'm touch wood, won't be getting sick, but we'll see how that works out. You never make plans because nothing ever happens the way you think they will, right? That's not the right attitude. I am alive, Kaiser Blaze. I am alive. My resolution this year is to find time to play some games on my DOS PC, complete Flashback, first time over Christmas. Nice one is, how did you like the end of Flashback? I found it horrifying. I thought it was very poorly designed and frustrating. But maybe you had better time at it than I did. A game that definitely benefits from repetition and very irritating copy protection. Now onto Blackthorn. Good luck with Blackthorn. Blackthorn's, so you're playing, I can see that you're playing some great cinematic platformers though, so that's cool to see. I really enjoyed playing both of those games. I gotta say, the ending of Flashback was just really frustrating. Bezos basically said this. Wait, what? It's okay, you just have to give billionaires more money to use their cloud AI-driven PC service. See, that's definitely not something I want to do. I will always have a home PC. Bezos can get... I don't know, look. I don't even want to think about that right now. It's too much. It's too much. Both of my PCs only have 8 gigabytes of RAM. Wow. Cannot have more. So use browser tab managers because you cannot have 1,000 tabs open simultaneously. Yeah. Drew, that's a lot less RAM than I would be comfortable with on a modern PC. That's pretty amazing, actually. Had 1866, 2133 CL10 DDR3, fast as Funky Bunny. Is that an emote, Funky Bunny? I don't know. But that's pretty cool, though. That's pretty cool, Strider. I used to have my DDR3 builds, I think I did two or three of them. They were all pretty decent, but I don't think I had top-end DDR3 RAM ever. It was always like middle of the road sort of RAM for me. Or low end. Very frustrating ending. Yeah, indeed. Took me the same amount of time to perfect and finish the last level as the rest of the game put together. Yeah, it's really, really rough. I do wish that it had an improved ending. I think like they ramped up the difficulty for like basically like no good reason. The game didn't need to be longer. I felt like it had a really decent like pacing all the way through, and then that last section was just like not I hated it. Definitely could be improved. Like, I don't mind a difficulty ramp, but that felt like a difficulty wall. You just like slam into it, you're like, what the hell? And you try to do all the maneuvers that have previously worked perfectly fine for like getting through stuff, and you can't do them anymore. Like that alone is not quite enough. You need to like learn some new tricks. This year's oh great, nice on Board Jams. XP, you getting an XP machine? Sweet. Hey Grognak, good to see ya. It's good. How about you? Working on your tent? I have a bit. I don't know if you can tell, but you know, I got a lot of sun while I was out. I still haven't cut my hair, which is kind of... I was gonna go do it today, but I ran out of time. My wife went out, and I thought I'll go when she gets back, and then by the time she got back, the hairdresser had been closed for like 2 hours. So I'll have to go tomorrow. But no, it was a good time. Really good time, Grognak. I had a great time hanging out with family. Bit of spending a lot of time at the beach, a bit of surfing. Not that I can surf, but you know, the kids did some surfing, and I body surfed and had a bit of a swim, you know, that kind of stuff. Did a bit of hiking, that was fun. Got some nice hikes in. It was good. In general, yeah, I had a really good time. Thank you. I hope you had a good time while I was away, Grognak. Doing well? Excellent. You've been working on your tan. Nice. Lots of outside work the past week. Be glad to get back into air-conditioned rooms next week. Good luck with that. Working outdoors is not a bad thing. I used to do it a long, long time ago. It was fun. Wait, and is it me, or is that there is a bug? I had to take one hint. Shooting a door that is a mechanic only used once in the whole game. Yeah, I think there might have been something like that. It's been a while since I played through Flashback, but I do remember I had a really hard time with the ending of the game, for sure.
Yeah!
Hey, Serpents, good to see ya. Thank you very much for the yeah. So yeah, plans for the year. I guess I'm still like trying to settle back in. We'll see how it goes.
Welcome back, Mike.
Thank you very much for the 18 months of support, Serpents. I really do appreciate it, and thank you for the welcome back. Hope you're having a good one. Welcome back to you as well. I'm gonna drink some tea. Fresh tea. Okay, so today's plan was I wanted to try getting back to Veil of Darkness. I also wanted to do some more Prince of Persia. I still have an itch for that. I actually played some Prince of Persia while I was away. I took the little gaming machine. It's not in here at the moment because I left it in my bedroom. But that little gaming machine, I took it with me. The Odin 3 Max. I took that... No, the Odin 2 Max, not 3. The 3's the new one. The Odin 2 Max, I took that with me. Played some Prince of Persia, played a few other games on there too. So that kept me entertained in the down hours when things were all very quiet and we were just relaxing. And I just took out that machine and had a bit of a play. It was a good time. My son also spent a fair bit of time on it when we were having, like, you know, a bit of a rest in the afternoon or whatever, staying out of the afternoon heat. He would sit down and play some, like, Nintendo games. He ended up playing some Pokemon and stuff like that. So yeah, it seems to be, the device is working really, really well. Very pleased with that. In terms of cost though, like, I didn't realize the cost because my wife bought it for me. I didn't realize what the cost was until we were looking at it online. But yeah, I guess, like, the price is justified if you're spending time gaming at all on the thing, like, you know, when you're away from your desk, if you want to, especially if you're on the train. If I was on the train, I would have no problem spending that money on it. It's a good low, like, it's good mid-range sort of price point for that kind of device. Remind us of where you were. I did not say where I went, and I won't be saying where I went for the moment. But yeah, it was a coastal town in Victoria. So yeah, we had a great time though. We were by the beach. Could walk to the beach from the house we were staying in. It was actually a historic house, I think. I don't know if it's like registered or anything like that, but it's like, for Australia, it's quite an old house. It's like over 100 years old. I think it was closer to 200 years old. If he doesn't want to admit it, it was Adelaide. Except for Adelaide's not in Victoria, ABC. Good to see you, mate. I hope you're doing well today. I hope you've had a good time without me. I think it's about time I actually fire up. Oh, examine box, Jack. Okay. What's in the box? Come on, what's in the box? Do it. Okay, alright. We'll have to look at a box. You haven't specified a box, so I get to pick whatever I feel like looking at. I'm gonna have a look. I don't know. Let me have a think about that. I was just about to fire up Prince of Persia, but we've looked at Prince of Persia a couple of times recently. I don't feel like we need to look at that again. So I'll have to think of something else. Being entertainment starved? I'm sorry to hear that, ABC. Had to watch most of the new Stranger Things instead. Oh, wow. I've already completed watching all of the Stranger Things release. I had to watch it before my kids to make sure that there was nothing like that was going to freak them out too much. The older two, not the youngest one. He definitely doesn't want to watch it. I won't spoil anything. Prince of Persia? Persian box. Do you want to see the Prince of Persia box, Jack? I can grab it. Let's see. There's like some dust on my desk. They went really ham on the green screening and sound stages this season, though. They did. I honestly, like, I'm not sure what to think, to be honest. Like, it's a very strange final season. I will say, I was not unhappy with how it went, but I did feel like they could have done a better job. Like, it felt like they phoned it in a little bit, to me. But I'm not going to get into, like, critiquing Stranger Things, because I want to just say up front, I enjoyed the entire arc of the content they created. I know that there's flaws in a lot of bits and pieces here and there, but I still had fun, and that's the main thing. I was making fun of your pronunciation of Persia, but yeah, let's see the box. Okay, alright, I'll grab it. I'll grab that and something else. Dust on your desk is like going through an old tomb. Your place is abandoned for so long. I know, Life Forcer, it's been terrible. Oh no. The lighting was awful. Can't comment until I watched the last 2 episodes though. Yeah. Think what to show and show later. Alright, I'll do that. Yeah, we'll play some Prince of Persia first. Give myself a chance to actually play a game on the stream for a change. Within the first hour of content. Did I set up repetition of time? I tried repetition of time last time. I think I'm going to have one attempt at Deathless, which I know I'm not going to succeed at, but I'll try it anyway, just because you never know. Maybe I'll get good. And then after that, maybe I'll fire up repetition of time for a little while. Let me just set up the video capture as well. Hang on, I got to stop this music. It's all blending together. That's not good. 1 second. Game capture window. This window. One day I'll stop using Wayland. Probably soon. Alright, off we go. Prince of Persia. Hey, Verge of Apathy, good to see you. Prince of Persia. Alright, I gotta pay a little bit of attention to the game, but yeah, we'll see. Come get some. This has never happened before. That was really weird. Here we go. I thought he had me. High velocity fencing noises. Yeah, he was just swinging his sword rapidly back there. Sounds choppy. I have not given up on repetition of time. No, I literally just said, I don't know, ABC, maybe you had a slight distraction there, but I just said I'll give this one attempt and then I'll go back to repetition of time and have a shot at that. Should I be using saves in repetition of time, ABC? Yeah, of course. Not a problem at all. Not a problem. I understand. Prince of Paris.
Hold on. Save.
Yeah, should I be saving my game in repetition of time, or should I just try and do a one-shot? That's right, ABC. Children never do. Should definitely save. I think it's tough. Okay, yeah. I have to get used to remembering that you can save games. I got him. He's dead. Somebody should invent, like, a new game that's like this, but different. Like, how cool would it have been if, like, LucasArts just saw this game and they were like, okay, we'll make a Star Wars game. Like, if you just changed the set decorations in this game for Star Wars, whoops. I gotta pay a bit of attention here. I don't want to die, after all. Hey, Risajin, good to see you. Mike, have you got the Arabian Nights game, 2001 on Windows? I don't think so. But yeah, Star Wars game with lightsaber duels, that's just this. Just change the set dressing in this game to be Star Wars, and you're pretty much done. Like, I mean, he already looks half like Luke Skywalker anyway. Hey, the Worsty, good to see ya. Saw someone playing it and it looks gloriously bad, which, the Arabian Nights game from 2001. Okay. Well, now I have to check it out, Ritsugen. Sounds good. Good tip. Thank you. Thank you for the good tip on the terrible game. Surprised no indies made Unity game like this, to be honest. Yeah, it's very weird. It is very weird that there's not, like... Nobody's really been like, oh, we should just make another... Like, if you just took all of the mechanics of Prince of Persia 1 and tried to make some improvements here and there, you could, yeah, you'd stand to have a pretty damn good game on your hands. Especially if you go with, like, the really nicely animated, rotoscope style cinematic platformer animations. Any chance I'm going to play Prince of Persia 2? There is a chance, but I have given it a go a couple of times, and I just kind of hate it. The gameplay, like... They threw out a lot of the things that made this game good, and introduced a lot of things that would have made this game bad. Which is just, like, adding up the things that are bad, and subtracting the things that are good. Like, that's basically what they did. I really wish I liked Prince of Persia 2, though, because, like, it looks brilliant, and it seems to have a cool story. I do want to see the end of the game as well. Just seems like, not plausible. You hate the snakes in Prince of Persia 2? Yeah. Fry's Acid Test, good to see ya. Welcome. You don't like this game? But I do. I like it. I think it's good. Lunark. I played through Lunark, yeah. That's more of a flashback style, like you said, yeah. Yeah, I actually streamed through the whole game, I think. If I didn't stream through the whole game, I definitely did finish it, even if I didn't stream the whole thing. Yeah, Lunark was pretty interesting. I liked it. What do you think about elements of Prince of Persia 2? I think the player's alignment to the tile grid is less concrete, less predictable in a way. I think some of the traps that they put in there are just not as fun, like, mechanically speaking. So like the fireballs that shoot up and hit you kind of thing out of the, like on an angle from the ground or whatever it is. I can't remember precisely how they work. I just never felt like they were fair the way the traps in this game seem to be fair, if that makes sense. Yeah, the snakes are also didn't feel like a good mechanic. Some of the ways that they use the doorways and stuff like that don't feel very good either. Prince of Persia 2, terrible, but nostalgic but terrible. I never played through much of Prince of Persia 2. I had the demo, which I think ends once you jump onto the boat. That's like the end of it. Damn it. Prefer IMAP. IMAP to POP? As in the email standards? Isn't that POP 3? Hey Max Devlin, good to see you, welcome. Sometimes I swing at the exact right time to hit the floating Medusa heads is a challenge. I forgot about the Medusa heads. So, yeah, you're right. They're also badly designed, I feel. Never played 2 before. Also never finished 1. Too hard as a kid. Maybe I should try again now that I'm a little older and wiser. Yeah, I'd say give it a go, Grognak. It's quite a fun game. It's quite a fun game. Alright, so we're going to have to take a look at a big box PC game in a minute. I'll grab Prince of Persia while we're at it. But, man, this door always makes me nervous. I feel like the DNA that inspired this game and that inspired Star Wars is the same DNA. And Indiana Jones. Like, I feel like all of those, they share something in common. And I think that's why that, like, an Indiana Jones or a Star Wars game made in this style would work really well. So I'm doing about as good as I normally do. Which means nothing. Other than I'm very likely to fail in exactly the same way as I usually do, which is like the fat man will get me, or one of the other common pitfalls. My hubris will get me killed in the end. The guards will charge Indy with a sword and he just pull out his pistol and shoot. Yeah, exactly. It's so funny because, like, Zorro should have been, like, by rights, like, with the amount of stuff they copied out in Zorro out of this game, by all rights, it should have been a great game, but they just failed on the execution in the same way that I think Prince of Persia 2 failed on the execution. Man, that's close. Oh, my health's gone. That was close, yeah. All right. You don't get to hear him splat. Not that that's necessary, but you know. You have to hear it when you die, when you fall down them. Professional game over. Wait, what? What BNU? That's true, Lysis, I was. I liked it. I just realized he was in striking distance a bit slow there. Whoops. Should pay attention instead of trying to read the chat out of the corner of my eye. Damn it, guy! It was him or me. I thought it was going to be me. I thought that was going to be the end of my attempt. "27 minutes, 48 seconds for deathless attempt. That's pretty good. Yeah, I've never got a deathless run. So I got that going for me. It'll be a new achievement for me. Oh, I should not be fighting this guy. Whoops. I feel like this is somehow a mistake. I need health resources. Hmm. Ah, health resources. Perfect. Was looking at Lunark? Yeah, nice. You do get to hear them scream and go splat in Prince of Persia 2. I mean, that's one of the improvements they made in that game. I'm genuinely not sure what to do. I guess I could just skip the yellow man, right? I don't have to kill him. As long as I can get past him without getting hit. Nothing opens this door. I don't even remember the late game of this game. That's the other thing. Like, even if I get past the parts that have been killing me, I'll be like, okay, now what do I do? And then I'll die because I don't know what to do. Oh, bugger. The door's not open. Am I screwed? I think I'm screwed. This guy will hit me before I get a chance to draw my sword. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm screwed. Well, there's that. I guess it's time for repetition of time now.
No! 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 No!
I can't believe I just got myself in that situation. Whoops, that's wrong thing. There you go. What a mess. Hey there, Retro Manel. Welcome. That is a sick emote you've got. That is a very cool gamepad emote. I like it. Time for repetition of time. Repetition of time. Repetition of time. Repetition of time. Jafar cakes? Mmm. Delicious.
Oh, you can use a Gravis gamepad?
Holy crap.
Holy crap!
It's amazing that Prince of Persia... Oh, wait, that the Prince... Wait, what? Never has to pee? Despite drinking all those potions? Yeah, true. The more potions you drink, the more you gotta pee. Everybody knows that. Been watching some speedruns of this. People just jump at the guards and somehow get past them. When I jump at the guard, I just get killed. I've done that before. I remember doing it as a kid to get past the first guard and get to the door quickly. I don't know how to do it. I've tried doing it again. I don't know. I can't repeat it. I've tried several times. I just given up on trying though. All right, I gotta remember how this game works. Repetition of time. All right, I just remembered how it works. Okay, yeah. Man, it's been way too long for me to remember all the steps that are required here. Do I go up here or do I go across there? Oh man, I genuinely don't remember what to do. I feel like... New Stargate TV series announced? Yeah, I heard. I've been waiting for it to actually happen. Oh man, I'm too slow because I did a slow step. I'm not supposed to do a slow step there. I just remembered. Count FPS as well to make jumps perfect. Wow. Insane how they do it. Yeah. Wild. So yeah, I heard about Stargate series. I did not hear about a new Buffy series. That's interesting. I did like Buffy back in the day, so maybe it's worth checking that one out. I don't know. Well, I'm about to die. I hope they rehire the Walter actor. Walter. In Stargate? You mean the guy who announces the chevron locking? Have you ever tried to create your own level on this? No, I haven't. I have not. I do find this quite impressive though, like the fact that you can do such a... That's too slow again. Gotta get the timing right. Best non-main character ever. It's funny because, like, for the first few seasons, he never got promoted. And then, like, their military advisor was like, what the hell? How come this guy hasn't got a promotion yet? Apparently the Buffy one, it's been in the works for over 3 years, has it? Oh, wow. Okay, I forgot to go up one more screen there. Oh, they're trying not to break the canon? I think they already broke the canon, didn't they? It's not exactly the most plot perfect story ever told. This is repetition of time. I forget what to do here. I think it's just run, right? Is Lunark a long game? It is kind of long, yeah. Ooh. You'd be shocked. Oh my gosh. Shocked how far they went with that. Supernatural 2 went for like 10 years without breaking canon. I really liked watching Supernatural. They really didn't break any canon in that, did they? Hmm. Oh, this nonsense again. I can't remember what to do. Hmm. I don't know what to do. Thank you, Xavier. Yeah, it's definitely a tough one. Too bad those spikes didn't stab that guy in the butt. Wait, I forgot. Yeah, okay. Can't you charge at the door while he's still going up? Well, it's still going up. I think it instantly slams no matter what, right? Wait a second. I can't go up here either. Man, I'm so confused. Okay. Yeah, I remember this section, sort of. Don't really remember what to do here.
Oh boy, we're having
Hey,
fun
damn it,
now.
Baines. There we go. Oh, Vinyl Minty! Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome. Welcome, Vinyl Minty and raiders. Too slow. I forgot I'm just supposed to stand on the freaking thing. Okay, alright. We got this now. We're learning. I hope you're doing good today as well, Vinyl. Hope you had a good stream. What were you playing today? Let me get you a shout out as well. Wait. Oh, you're doing some Hightail today. Very nice, very nice. Oh, you had a bit of a shock. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully things are going better now. Everybody, if you haven't checked out Vinyl Minty's channel, if you like the idea of Hightail or any other cool games, retro or otherwise, then go check out Vinyl Minty's channel. What kind of like? I guess I won't pry, but that's no good. I'm glad you had some fun with Hightail though. I've been having some fun with Prince of Persia today. I got a copy of Hightail as well. Been experimenting with it a little bit. I would like to give it a bit more attention at some point. Don't know if I'll stream it or not. If there's any interest in like from viewers and stuff, I might give it a shot on stream. Looking at Birdcage, missing a bird. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Vinyl Minty. That's rough, dude. All right. Run. Just was a shock? Yeah, I bet. I bet it would have been. This game is ridiculously difficult. I should put repetition of time on the screen, shouldn't I? So people know. Let me do that now before I forget. Wait. Hello? That's annoying. 1 second, everybody. Sorry. There we go. Fixed. So many buttons and triggers and stuff to go through on this game. Oh, that's right, it's over there. I actually just downloaded it from... what's the name of the website? Sorry, I don't have a link right now, but there is, if you search for Repetition of Time, you'll find it. Prince of Persia Repetition of Time, it'll show up on the results for that. It's something like level 10 or something like that was the website, I think. It was very straightforward to start running it though. I had no problems actually running it. Thank you very much, ABC, for sharing the link. Perfect. Exactly what we needed. Oh, that's good. That's good, Minty. Sucker. Hmm. Hmm. Not sure what to do here. Like an episode of Death in Paradise, but it's Death in Budgie Cube. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that still. Lunok is currently on sale, 586. I'll get it. Yeah, it's a worthwhile pickup, I think. Bit slow, but hopefully this will work. I feel like I forget what to do here too. A little. This is it Control S to save? No. I don't know what save is. Get the damn sword! I was pressing crouch to get the sword instead of instead of shift, like an idiot. I'm like, why isn't he picking it up? I was supposed to press shift and not down. Well, at least I know I can finish the first level now. It only took me 2 tries. Holy crap!
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Happy
Christmas.
New Year. I'm off to bed and you should have gotten that sword.
I should have. You're right. Have a good sleep, Dr. CTCS, and thank you for the 63 months. That's 5 years and 3 months of support. I really do appreciate it. You're an absolute legend, and it's great to see you. I hope you're having a good year today. I mean, this year. Whatever. You know what I mean. Now. Good year now. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it, man. No obligations to hang out. Have a good sleep. It's good to see you. On the version of Prince of Persia I have, F6 is quick save. Not sure if it's the same. Oh, I'll try pressing F6 and see what happens. Nothing. Is it Control D for disk? Control. I'm pretty sure it's Control L to load. Control W to write us. No, no. We'll Control R to reset anyway. Trying to make the prince pick up the sword by the sharp end? Yeah, I know. How silly of me. Just mistakes all around, really. What am I doing? If I spend less time reading chat and more time not dying, this game's probably not that long. But I have to learn an entire new game. So there's that too. I'll take any excuses I can get. Oh, you know what? We never actually looked at the game either. Oh no. I'm dead. We'll look at a game before I start playing. The trick to the game is not dying. It's such a good trick. I should learn it. Trying to make the prince pick up the sword by the sharp end was a mistake, I admit it. But, you know. We'll grab Prince of Persia and we'll grab something else too. So here we've got Prince of Persia. Beautiful cover art. I don't know who made the cover art for this, actually. It'd be something worth looking up. Even the back of the box looks really nicely designed. You'd rather play Prince of Persia 2? Yeah, nice. I want to try Prince of Persia 2 as well, despite what people say about it. You should. You should give it a shot and see what you think. Maybe you'll like it. Just because I and many other people don't like it, doesn't mean you won't. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there who think, like, games that I like aren't worth as much time as I give them. Oh man, that label finally came off? Where is it? Oh, it's down there. Okay. It's one of the things that happens with old floppy disks is the adhesive stops adhering so much, and you can see the discoloration here if I hold it up. You can see that's not white. In real life, you can see the fading around the edges as well. I don't know if it's coming through on the camera there. But yeah. That color tone is definitely quite different. Oh my god,
Hey,
hi.
hold up. I know this guy. I have seen him before.
Bye, thank you so much for the 58 months. That's basically 5 years of tier 3 support. And also general support and legendary status of helping me out. I really do appreciate it, man. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very, very much. It's been a while, hasn't it? the combination of too many hot days during the week before I went on holiday, and then me being away for a week, really messed up the timeline. I didn't expect that. I did not expect that. But hey, it's been a long year, hasn't it? It's good to see you, man. I hope you're having a good one. And thanks again for all of that support. I really do appreciate it. I don't know what to say sometimes. You do so much to help me out. I really do appreciate it. This must be before the Genie days. Yeah, I guess. Whoa, Neo Freeman! Restream, streak, and everything. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. You've been away for years if you ask Refraction. Yeah, Refraction has never seen me before, actually. We've never met. That's how long it's been. I'm gonna have to stick this label back in place somehow, but I don't know really how I'm gonna do it. I would like to use, like, an adhesive that isn't going to cause any further damage or discoloration. Actually, the front of the label looks beautiful, so I don't know what to do. Probably some, like, PVA glue or something like very, like, diluted PVA glue or something like that would do it. But I'll look up what you're supposed to do. I've never really had to stick a label back on before. They usually hang on pretty well. Anyway, there's disc 1 and disc 2 of the 5¼ inch floppy disk version of Prince of Persia, and there is the singular 3½ inch floppy disk version. I don't think there's any differences between the versions either. I think they are what they are. I'm missing the manual for this, so that's something I'm keeping an eye out for. If I ever see a loose manual for the game. In fact, we should check eBay. I haven't checked eBay much this year. We should check eBay and see if there's any manuals for Prince of Persia lying around for a low cost. This is the Broderbund software catalog. And you can see a bunch of cool games on the back. I think on the inside is mostly like the less interesting stuff, actually. I don't remember, actually, but I think it was like a lot of business sort of focused software, and a few other like little bits and pieces in there too. I suppose no, there are a few decent games in here, like the Carmen Sandiego games and stuff like that. But yeah, most of the cool games are on the back here. Who are you? Have you ever tried the SNES version of Prince of Persia? I hear it's different. Yeah, we've been talking about that actually recently. I guess last year and early this year we've been talking about that. I do want to give it a shot. I think it sounds really fascinating. So I'll give that a shot. Should be easy enough to set it up and have a go. Anyway, that was Prince of Persia, and then this is Zorro. It's like taking a huge step backwards in cinematic action adventures. This had every right to be good, and they just failed on the execution, as is pretty typical from Capstone. But yeah, they had like FMV animated sequences, pretty interesting level designs and stuff like that, but then they completely failed on the execution of making the levels actually good, making the mechanics actually work, making things reliable, making them easy enough to understand the mechanics. It's really disappointing, because yeah, there's so much about Zorro, which is like perfect for a Prince of Persia-like game. They go as far as copying the Prince's animations for a lot of the movement and stuff like that in the game as well. So it should have been amazing. Unfortunately, it failed at being amazing. But it does have some cool. The best part is probably the what do you call them again? FMV cinematic sequences. They're quite good. Some parts of the game were terribly designed. Like, just really poorly designed. Anyway, there you go. That's Zorro. And that's the box redemption. Thank you very much, Jack XQZ. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate the redemption. It's always fun to take a look at the games. Alright. Back to it. Have I missed any chat? Let me just double check that. It is the pinnacle of software entertainment. That's true. They should, yeah. They also ripped off Doom's assets for that Island game they made. You should stream it someday. The Island game they made? What are you talking about? Do you remember the details, Killick? I will definitely play it if I haven't already. The Island game they made. I'm not sure what that is. I would definitely give it a shot though, if you can remember the name. Hey, it's Deluxe Fiend Tim. Good to see you. Welcome back. Yeah, it's great to be back. Tell you what, I really missed streaming. I actually was tempted to like see if I could figure out a way to do a stream while I was away, but I'm glad I didn't. We spent a lot of time hanging out as a family, so that's something we really needed, I think. Post it in the Discord later. No worries. Thanks, Killick. Yeah, I'd love to see it. They did make a lot of questionable content, though, in terms of, like, the quality of their game designs and stuff like that. That was close. Prath, it's going good. How are you going today, Prathmesh? Oh man, I definitely pressed down like on time. I pressed it again a second time. I'm gonna blame the keyboard for that. There's no excuses other than the keyboard made me do it. Slow weekend? Dang. That's not so bad. No, I'm feeling pretty good. The only thing is, like, yeah, I mentioned it at the start of the stream. My back had been injured a few weeks ago now, I think it was. And, like, just through the course of, like, doing a lot of, like, swimming and hiking and stuff like that while I was away, it just seems to have crept back in a little bit. No pun intended. So, yeah, now my back's a little bit sore again. I'm hoping that by, you know, tomorrow or whatever, it feels perfectly normal again. Free games on Epic. Styx, Master of Shadows, and Styx Shards of Darkness. I have both of them. I've never played either. I got them on, like, Humble Bundles or something at some point, I think. Has he found the gun yet? It makes the fight so much easier. I like how you're thinking, Mini Roach. Yeah, I would like to check them out though. They both, like, the Styx games did seem interesting. All right. See, I've gone one step too far there. That's very annoying. Okay. This is timed, like, down to the... Like, yeah, you have to get this perfect. Like, as soon as the gate starts opening, you want to be already running. The idea of Styx is so much better than the actual games. Oh, that's unfortunate to hear, but I still want to check them out. Done exactly the same thing again. So I have to stop a little sooner than that. God give me strength. Well, hmm. I thought I got the timing perfect there. I didn't expect to die. That sucks. Alright, this is my last attempt. I just want to get through the first level, to be honest, and then I can save the game, however you do that. Hey there, Spaz. Good to see you. How you going? How's your new year treating you? Almost got myself killed trying to read the chat. I feel like tonight's going to be a short stream, but I have no idea if it is. I didn't really make a plan other than play some Prince of Persia. Damn it. I might be screwed. I think I am. I'm definitely screwed. Yeah. Pretty good. Played through 6 games in a row earlier, so chillin'. Nice. What games did you play? Disney Afternoon Collection. Does that include, like, the original Lion King and all those kind of games? Aladdin? I really liked Aladdin. I thought it was, like, really well animated and, stuff like that. DuckTales 1 and 2, Tailspin, Darkwing, Dark Rescue Rangers on the oh, nice. On the NES. That sounds really fun. Hey, Kuning Stan, welcome. Good to see you. Happy New Year again. I'm pretty good, thank you. Yeah. I hope you're doing well as well. It was fun and tiring. I do imagine they'd be quite challenging. I've never played through any of them. Like, I've never done a full playthrough of any of them. I think I've tinkered with DuckTales. Maybe Darkwing Duck? Genuinely not sure if I have played through any of the Darkwing Duck game, but I might have. Well, that's right. It's the next one over. Keep doing that. Same mistake. You've had enough practice you can handle it. That's good. Unlike me, I'm a complete noob at those. So it'd probably be worse than trying to watch me play this. Tailspin's the hardest one. I remember liking the animated show when it was on TV. Never seen the game. am I doing? Auto-scroller shooter that lets you go backward if you flip the plane upside down. Oh, okay. So it starts scrolling the other way. I can't even remember the characters' names from the show, to be honest. Except for Baloo, I think. Which is, he's just from the Jungle Book. So... Damn it. Jungle Book and Tailspin. Bears are qualified to fly planes. Yeah. I mean, in that universe, it makes sense. Alright. I'm gonna get it first try this time. I don't know if having him face the other way is worthwhile or not. But I'm gonna hope that it makes some sense. Alright, I'm gonna press shift to pick up the sword. Alright, now that I have sword, what does that mean? I can finish level 1? Amazing. First try. Yeah. First try. So you can fight guards. Yeah, eventually. After you get a sword. I guess after level 1, it's no big deal, right? So what's the save button? Control G? Game saved. Done with making a sort of memes, now time to actually watch. Oh, you're making some memes? Nice. Wait, that door's shut. What did this open? There's just so much to learn. My neighbors are playing me the song of their people this morning. Power Drill. Oh, great. Again, what kind of door is being opened at this point? We aren't even up to the engine tricks yet. Oh. I don't think there was anything I could have done there. But how would I know? Whee! Meme production is a valued part of digital society. It is, that's right. It's a very important part of the internet economy. All right. Huh. So that will permanently hold that open, I hope? Is falling sound actually the Wilhelm scream? No, I don't believe so. Can you fall again, please? Don't worry, I'll do it soon, on accident. Nice trick. Hi, Master Gregor. I made a stream play Flashback, the first cinematic platformer. It did not go well. It did not occur to me that it was possible for a person to never have played Prince or Another World. See, I had only ever played Prince and not Another World, so... like, of all of the cinematic platformers, Prince of Persia was possibly the only one I'd ever actually played. I must have played something else, I think, but... yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'd never played Flashback before I'd started streaming, and I'd never played... Prince of Persia, Another World, Flashback, Blackthorn. Can't think of any others. Yeah, I had played Blackthorn and Prince of Persia. Those were the two that I had played. And I hadn't played much of Blackthorn either. For whatever reason. By the end of this, you'll have save the princess, but die from internal bleeding and cracked ribs. Yeah, yeah. Lots of internal bleeding from all the fall damage. Another World is a good one to start out with because the checkpoints are surprisingly forgiving for the time. It's actually a really well-made game, yeah. I quite enjoyed playing it. Oh, I forgot to do the thing. I did that on purpose. Mike, how long? How long does it take to M the mlem? What do you think is a little more, or even quite a while? M the mlem? I don't know. I think you're the mlemming expert around here, so maybe 7? 7 is my guess, Master Gregor.
It's 5 years now.
Whoa.
Crab. It's kinda sad how fast the time
Crab.
flies. Did you know that when you say M you're halfway through to mlem? I wish you a wonderful new year, you hecking nerd. Mlem mlem and beat my day of the hamster speedrun. Mlem lem 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 lem.
You legend, Master Gregor. Thank you very much for all the support. I do appreciate it, man. So that's an amazing 5 years of support. Unbelievable. Thank you so much for all of that. I really do appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it. Warming my heart. I can't believe it's been 5 years. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Wow. Thank you for all the mlems over the 5 years. It's been very cool. Oh no! I forgot to do the thing again. Gotta be careful. Kind of sad, but still great. Yeah. Hey, time flies. I was really hoping that somehow the corpse lying on the button would stop this from happening. He just automatically drinks that. Like, I guess it's unavoidable. I hate this so much. I guess that's not a platform I can grab onto. He looks so peaceful when he's dead. Man, I hate this so much. Oh, I'm so confused. He looks so dead when he is peaceful after he died. Right. What the hell? I forgot to crouch. Luckily, there's a health potion here for me. This is also confusing. Wait, what the... Won't he hear me? What the hell was the point of that? Someone told me this game was good, and I'm so confused. Look at an extra Australian today for some reason. Thanks, Mercedes. Oh my gosh, good to see you. Yeah, I should be used to this, shouldn't I, as an Australian? Playing upside down. What the hell am I supposed to do? Hi there, Calic. How are you going? Welcome to whatever the hell is going on here. I am utterly confused. Glad to hear you're doing okay. Hey, Ritsu. Surely you can do Control-Shift-Arrow. I don't have an Intel graphics driver on this computer. It's like vertically flipped is not rotated 180 degrees. I'm trying to work out what to do. This is all, there's like, I feel like I'm probably not supposed to be upside down. Like, it's probably an error that I have committed somehow. I am supposed to be? Okay. There must be something I'm missing that I wouldn't miss if I was up the right way. I don't have the faith that I can make this jump, but I'll try it anyway. So much for that. Oh well. Try again. Maybe drinking the potion flips it. Yeah, I mean, it did flip it, but I couldn't not drink the potion. I asked about the other time. You were forced to drink the potion. Yeah. Also, Mike, it's been ages since I asked what you ate last. Was it pizza again or something healthy for a change? I think it was healthy, yeah. My wife made some chicken enchilada type stuff. It was good. Jump over the potion is impossible. If you stick around long enough to see the potion intake, I can explain and show you what I mean. This is really frustrating though, because I don't know what I'm expected to do. But it is cool because it's like completely new set of levels to play through, which is something I haven't had the opportunity to explore before. You know, well, at least for a long time. The blue potion of annoyance. It's green. What am I doing? So when I let go of this, you'll note that I don't press shift, but he'll still drink the green potion no matter what I do. I'm gonna press the right hand arrow. Yeah. He'll just drink that anyway. It's like it buffers the input when you're dropping from the ledge. To be honest, this isn't a very good level. It's the later ones that are more interesting. This one's just upside down. I hate it. This game is ass. I hate being upside down. This game is ass. Lots of game is ass going on. But I feel like I've committed to at least trying for a little bit longer here. Hmm. We're in the upside down. We are. You should try the one of the modern Prince of Persia engines that supports quick save. If I recall correctly, this is compatible with them. Oh, okay. So that would make life a little easier. I couldn't even load my game after saving it before. Okay, you can grab that ledge. Prince of Perspective? SDL pop? Okay. Alright, thanks ABC. I might try and take a look at that, I think. I can't tell... It's so confusing. I just can't even tell, like, which parts I've done already and which ones I haven't. Okay, good, I guess. And... ABC being the best again, yeah. Yeah, where do we go now, Calic? I don't know. Hang on a second, I need to check if this ceiling is collapsible or not. Hmm. God damn it. Hey T, good to see you. Tea time. Unedited gaming footage from Down Under. That's right. Thank you for the good luck. I'm gonna need it. I hope you're having a good one. What the flip? Prince of Australia. Oh no. I'm utterly confused. I mean, to me, this means that I missed a button somewhere, right? Really hate the perspective. Me too. Me too. When I first got to level 9 with the upside down potion, I thought, what a waste of time. I thought it was for something. Yeah. Yeah, the fact that you don't even, like, need to use it at all is kind of annoying. You can just not use it. I'm watching on my phone so I can rotate Mike up the right way. I mean, the wrong way, yeah. Hey, helpful for you. Master triggered a switch to open something. What would it be, though? Unless you're supposed to move fast as well. Yeah, I don't know. Like, this door, I assume, is the one that's supposed to open, right? So if this is the one that's supposed to open, why isn't it open? I don't know. I mean, I could also, let's see. Transform. Flip vertical. There you go. Now it's correct for you, but still incorrect for me. Actually, let me see. Let me see. If I, is this cheating? Yeah, this is cheating, because now, I mean, that's sort of playable. If I play it in the preview window. That's a little bit too cheaty. I think I'm gonna not do that. Transform, flip, vertical. There we go. Hey, Tea Time. Thank you for the watch streak as well. Legend. Look what I can do. Look what you can do, indeed. Definitely something I'd probably draw a map for so I could flip it. Yeah, I think I need to do a map. I'm not sure, though. Almost forgot about that gate. What the hell, man? How big is this freaking level? 2. That's how big it is. What the hell? Now the screen is upside down for everyone but you. Right, thanks, Master Gregor. This level is ass. Watch a video on YouTube how Jordan Mechner went about making Prince Persia on its original format in the Apple II. Not sure if you have seen that video, but you might have. I haven't seen the video, but I've read his book. This looks insane. I'm just wondering what the button to load the game is. Because I had saved at the start of this level. You can't stop me writing upside down. Yeah, it's actually really tricky to read. He said at the end of the video I had done a book. Oh, right. He had done a book. You should look into the quick save thing. You don't get frustrated too much. Yeah, I think if I had quick save, it would shorten the timeline of finishing the game too. Or just like, you know, generous checkpointing would also make the game a lot easier. Hey, thank you for the 40
Anyways,
bits.
you're great. Mlum mlum. One more clock run this year. Back to bed. Stay awesome, buddy.
You too, man. I will, for you, I will play clock again, yes. I thought I had just enough pixels to do the running jump, and I did not. Maybe I should look into this SDL, Prince of Persia. SDL pop. Let's see now. Yeah, I don't want you to beep at me. SDL pop? Open source port of Prince of Persia? Compiled versions? Thanks for the bits, dies. Yep. Oh, man. What's with this ugly lantern thing? It looks like it has native Linux, yeah. Man, I don't know. It seems like a lot of work. One second here. Games. New folder. SDL POP. What's my config for launching this? ROT DOS EXE. I don't know how to set up repetition of time to run under it, but I'll see if I can figure that out. What?
One block run a year is enough. Also, it's a joke, you don't have to run block.
I actually wouldn't mind going back to it. I did say at the time I would go back to it someday. It's been a while, Master Gregor, so I wouldn't mind giving it a shot. The only real Prince of Persia is Prince of Persia Classic for the Xbox 360. Yeah, that's right, Beardew, that's right. Oh no. I'm failing hard right now. Hang on a second. Wait, what? Okay, so it does nothing. I mean, I'm not messing with that right now. I'm just not going to mess with it. Instead, I think we'll try something else. Hey, Oyush, good to see you. Hmm. Yeah, I give up. I gave up officially now. All right. So since I've already died at this, let's do a little bit of an eBay. Let's look on eBay and see if we can find ourselves. Did we look at Heart of Darkness? We did, right? Yeah, we looked at Heart of Darkness. I acquired my Heart of Darkness copy and then we looked at it. Alright, let's look at, let's look for Prince of Persia manual. Yeah, it's all the wrong Prince of Persia, everybody. NES version. Yeah, I didn't think we would find one quickly. But it's worth taking a quick look, though. Yes, eBay simulator time. That's right, Grognak. You know what? I know what you're here for. This is an Atari ST copy of the game for $260 Australian plus postage, which is... okay, $70 for an Atari ST copy of the game. But if it has the manual... yeah, it does have the manual. I see it. Wait, the back of the box is different for the Atari ST version? That's wild. Oh, it's the Domark published one too, so it's going to be slightly different. Someone should make a game called eBay Simulator. Someone should, yeah. I'd play it. It might curb my spending. There's so many games. Oh, look, this is looking good. This is looking great. ST edition of the game. Okay, yeah, this is too expensive. So that's not happening. But this one here, $60 plus postage. Okay, so it's like $100 for the manual, basically. It does say it's for the Atari ST, Amiga, Amstrad CPC, and IBM PC and compatibles. So it's the correct manual. It would work for me. And it's relatively, and I say this seriously, it's relatively cheap. Given how hard it is to find a loose copy of the manual alone, which I would suspect would be probably priced about this price anyway, the postage is the part that's kind of kicking it out of the range where I would have bought it normally. Quantum Pause, good to see you. Good to see you. Specifically retro gaming eBay simulator with graded games expansion. You know how to turn my gears is. Nab, good to see you. I'm so glad that I've returned as well. Should I watch the beginning of stream to get update? There's not much of an update at the start of the stream, so I wouldn't stress about that. The update is I was away for a while, and I expect it to be. I think I did say this is going to be my year. I'm really excited for it. So one way or another, I'm going to make it work for me rather than me just being stressed out and working all year. I'm going to try and focus on some game dev and some content production and stuff again this year. I'm trying to get my act together around that. Still hard to trust, Master Gregor? It can be, but this looks all right. This doesn't look suspicious to me. It is annoying that I don't see the inside of the manual other than just this one page. Like, it's not easy to tell the condition. Like, often I've bought manuals that end up having... Oh, this has Domark on it. That's unfortunate. I don't believe... Mine is just the Broderbund published version with no Domark on it, so... Technically, it's the wrong manual for my box, but... For the price, it's hard to say no. 2026, the year of FMM. That's right. That's right, Dogman. It's going to be a good one. Master Gregor, thank you.
He was not only December Mike 2025, he's also the bestest Mike 2026. Can't wait to speedrun your new game. No one has beaten my time on Day of the Hamster yet. Sadly. Yeah, sadly. Hopefully somebody gives you a run for your money eventually. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for the 20 bits as well. Alright, so seeing that it's the Domark one does dampen me a little bit on it, but still, this could work. Whoa, Coburn! 31 months. That's almost a year or something with this legendary retro computing nerd. FMM love.
You're a legend, Coburn64. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for that. And I hope you're having a good new year as well. Hope your 2026 has been very good to you so far. Man, it's good to see ya. Thank you very much for being here. And 30 months, man. 31 months. Amazing. Alright, what else have we got in here? I'm actually curious to see, like, what else they might have in their, If I'm gonna ship something here, you know, maybe I'll check what else they've got, is what I'm thinking. Disc 1 only for $50. So that kind of sets the price point for what people think they want to sell games for on eBay and like loose parts of games like this. It's funny because the manual looks like exactly right, except it's got the Domark label on the back. Yeah, it could be worse. Looks like the recommendations are not showing me anything else that's worth clicking through on for Prince of Persia shopping. It's all stuff we've seen before. A lot of repetition of Prince of Persia here. Yeah, that Domark label on the back is probably a big one. Also, I think these piracy notifications probably were not on the back of the original. We could actually look at, I think we had one here. This one included the manual. Did they include? Oh, this is the Domark one though. That doesn't count. Let's look at this one then instead. Oh, this one's also Domark, so yeah, it's also not going to count. Still. That is so much money. IBM PC, Amiga, Atari, Commodore, Big Box, Colt game. Oh, it's not even in English? They had me going for a second. Still, the price would be too high for me to commit to a purchase like that, but still. It's not even an English copy. It's like, what is that? Spanish or something? Looks Spanish. I don't really know. I'm not very multilingual. Anyway, that's a distraction. We gotta look at this. Yeah, I'm very on the fence about this. Let's see what else they've got. They might have, if we can combine it with something else worthwhile, it could push me over the edge easily. Man, a lot of like just loose copies of games and stuff there. Sick. Sorry about the yawning. VHS videotape bundle? Wow. Betrayal at Krondor? Sick. Alright, Dan Veins, we'll take a look at Betrayal at Krondor. Sounds like a good time to me. Trek Cookbook. Did I scroll past a Trek Cookbook? I did. Star Trek Cookbook. Wow. That's sick. A reproduction. Yeah, I don't know. This looks pretty cool. I don't know. I'll think about that one. It would make my boxed copy feel that much more complete having the manual inside of it. Oops, wrong tab. Alright, is there anything else we want to look for on eBay before we move forward? Neelix of all chefs. Yeah. Of all possible chefs. Shrek's favorite food, sports drink. Yeah, that makes sense. Are there other places you know of to find hard to get big box items, Mike? Gumtree sometimes. I would look on Gumtree, although that seems to be just eBay Mini nowadays. It's basically the same thing. But I do find some good deals on there occasionally. I also find the Facebook groups tend to be pretty decent. But I haven't been on the Facebook groups for a long time. I kind of stopped using Facebook a while back. Around the time my mum passed away, so maybe a little bit before then. But if Facebook groups would be the, yeah, you could still find really good deals on there. Sorry for another interruption, but do you own a cat yet? Or if so, does the cat own you already? You know about my cats, Master Gregor. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you know about my cats. We have two cats. We have Lily and we have Cookie. Cookie's the older one. We've had Cookie since before I started streaming, I think. And Lily, I don't know, less time than that. Yeah, shame on you, Master Gregor. We used to have Tiggy as well, but Tiggy passed away. I've shown pictures of, I drew a picture of my cat for one of the, you remember when I used to do the MS Paint drawings? What was it again? Get Creative. Remember the Get Creative redemption? I'll see if I can find one. I don't know if I've got any. I haven't transferred all of the files off of the old computer. You haven't seen the cats on stream? You would remember? I'm pretty sure you would have. I'm pretty sure you would have been around when I've had one of the cats on stream. I'll go get one right now. We have one, his name is Flash. He alternates between cutest boy ever and biggest turd in the world. You never know what you're gonna get. Yeah, that's exactly right. Pretty much the same story with our cats. Yeah, I need to grab all of my files off of the other PC and bring them across, because there's obviously a lot that I haven't brought over that I need to. Yeah, disappointingly, I can't even show you any pictures. I don't have any here. My cat is sat here looking at me, occasionally meowing, trying to convince me I didn't really feed him breakfast. That sounds like a cat to me, yeah. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a cat. And then, actually I might not, I don't know, I'll try and grab a cat. And what were we gonna grab? Oh right, Betrayal at Krondor. Let me see. I don't even remember where that box is right now, Master Gregor. Sorry, not Master Gregor. Damn it, Baines. I'll see if I can find it. I'll see if I can find it for you. BRB, I guess. This might take me a minute. I'll put this on for you. Did I say damn it, Gregor? Damn it, Baines. Sorry. I was distracted.
Our flag is secure.
Tribes 2. Take up arms and fight with up to 64 other players online. Take the battle offline through an entire single-player campaign. Maximum intensity. Grand strategy. Cunning tactics. Deliver carnage from above using an armada of air vehicles. The virtual battlefield of the future has arrived. Tribes 2. A multiplayer phenomenon. Team combat on an epic scale. When you fight together, you win together. Use your jetpack and go vertical to engage in aerial combat. Tribes 2. Play it at home. Take it online. The sequel to the 1999 online action game of the year has arrived.
Copy that, com. Bird is flipping this. Destroy all bridges. Repeat, destroy all General Declaration will be. Do not allow SAV. Just Rajcom got that. Safe in my hands. Plotting coordinate sector 5. Sector is set. They're not getting you there. Complete. Super weapon is down. How long is the exercise on fledgling? You're gonna love this one. Out and clear, John. Go ahead. Destroy all activity fits. Watch those gliders on a Regicom on my way. Tactical super weapon reporting to be fit. Lens to space activity. Condor is safe in the nest. Come on. Coordinates set on the way.
When you want to play the hottest, fastest, most advanced fighting game ever, forget everything else and play Doom 2 on your PC. No other game gives you the incredible realism, the 360-degree smooth scrolling, and explosive action like Doom 2. It's easy to start playing, but it won't let you stop. Doom 2, it will consume you. Play solo against a computer, against a buddy by modem, or online in an awesome 4-way deathmatch. Doom 2, playing in a PC software store near you.
Hero Quest. Deep inside another dimension, face battling barbarians and evil magic on a quest for adventure in a maze of monsters. This is Hero Quest, the fantasy adventure game where winning means mastering the arts of combat.
Why would you want to play Hero Quest?
Magic. Fire, discover traps and enemies. Uncover secret doors. Once you get into it, you'll never be the same. Hero Quest.
You're gonna make a mess.
Sierra!
You know, we could sure use a little light in here.
Tim 2 alert. Sierra unleashes the next version of the most addictive game recorded to date to unsuspecting masses.
That's much better.
First, Sierra pulls you in with Tim 2's award-winning design. Next, they make it easy for anyone to get started with a 40-puzzle tutorial to play and replay at will. From there, they've got you. There's no way out because Sierra has developed so many puzzles and challenges at so many different skill levels that once you master your goal, there's always another challenge that beckons you back. Now they've added head-to-head play so that all the Tim 2 junkies in the land can battle for solution one-on-one. The incredible Machine 2 from Sierra.
That's
Almost
much
as
better.
fluffy as me.
At first, I didn't know what to think.
If you're lucky,
Maybe they just
Master Gregor,
celebrate
she might.
Halloween early in this town. Maybe every day. I began looking for answers.
She is very
I couldn't
fluffy.
get the images I'd seen out of my head, and it was clear that their world was becoming mine.
Bad dream, hun?
Diablo 2. Play it now on PC and Macintosh. Rated M for mature.
It would have been pretty cool to drug the cat.
It would have been.
It would have been pretty cool to drug the cat.
I forgot to actually look
cool
for.
to drug the cat.
I forgot to actually look for the box, the big box. What was it again? Betrayal at Condor, right? We're gonna look for Betrayal at Condor. I have to go look for that. I'm gonna put the cat in another room because she's a bit too curious. She's gonna knock something over. I'm sure of it. So I'll put her in a different room. I'll be back again. Enjoy the YouTube playlist. Ugh, can't change.
This is the city.
There we go.
Living. A peaceful, law-abiding community. But not for long. Innocent lives are at stake once again. With the escape of the ruthless drug thug, the Death Angel. Convict Jesse Baines is back with a vengeance. A vengeance for the cop who sent him to prison. Your job, should you choose to accept it, is to help homicide detective Sonny Bonds return the crime-ridden Lytton streets to safety. From the lofty sky to the slimy sewer, Detective Bonds will stop at nothing to nab the infamous Death Angel and rescue his hostage-held honey, Sweet Cheeks Marie. Police Quest 2 continues the real-life authenticity of Police Quest 1 with improved 3D graphics, an expanded cityscape, and an intriguing plot that will test your detective street smarts. Experience what it's really like to be a cop.
Sierra Online proudly presents the richest, most significant animated adventure ever created on CD, King's Quest VII. Roberta Williams and a cast of the world's most talented multimedia musicians, artists, and animators spin an enchanting interactive experience guaranteed to touch your entire family. In King's Quest VII, you'll enjoy graphics and sound of a caliber you've never seen or heard before on CD. So experience the magic with the most elaborate adventure game of all time, King's Quest VII.
Challenge your imagination to come alive and to battle with the creatures of Dungeons and Dragons. Grapple against
All right.
the forces of evil as a Marvel Comics
Here we go. That took me a little while to find these. Hey. You need that Mortal Kombat 2, Adam? Yeah, you do. Let me check the volume here. There you go. What did I miss? Oh, Rig's playing through Betrayal at the moment. Good on him. It's a tough one. It's a big game, especially if you just, yeah. Anyway, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Especially if you approach it the way a normal RPG would be approached. It does have some quirks. It does need a little bit of like grinding early in the game. And it is a long game, true. Betrayal ain't enough. You got 2 betrayals. That's right. More betrayal. The funny story, I bought several copies of this game because back when I was like starting the collection, I knew that I wanted a copy of this game, and I kept on, every time I would see a copy, I'd buy it. And I ended up with about 3 complete in-box copies and a bunch of loose CDs and stuff like that. And so eventually I traded or gave away copies of the game. So I only had this one. But then I was like, actually, I would really like to get a floppy disk version of the game. So I got this floppy disk version of the game. Which is a slightly unique one, apparently. I was talking to someone who collects a lot of different variations of Betrayal at Krondor, and they said they hadn't really seen this exact variation before, which is interesting. It looks nice and it seems good, but it stretches like chewing gum, and that makes it an arse, in my opinion. This game, I like the game a lot. You can streamline your playthrough, but if you don't know how to streamline it, you can't. So yeah, it's sort of like a catch-22 a little bit. If there's going to be a Betrayal at Krondor, should we just avoid going to Krondor? I mean, yes, that's the first step of playing the game, is don't go straight to Krondor. You should run around a bit before you do. Until you're prepared for the betrayal. But yeah, no, this is a really fun game. And if you like this game, you should check out Call of Seregnar. It's a brilliant game in the style of this. It's very much inspired by Betrayal at Krondor. I kind of wish I'd kept one of the better conditioned boxes now. Looking back, I didn't realize what I'd done there, but anyway. So, in terms of like what's in the box, it's all very, very similar between the 2 boxes. There's not a lot of variation. Obviously, the big difference is the CD, which has like an entire soundtrack on it as well, which is pretty awesome, frankly. Nice registration card. You need to know how the game works and where to go. Same like Lands of Lore. Yeah. Lands of Lore was a really hard game. Playing through that was a really tough time, but I really enjoyed it still. I really like this. This map, the quick reference. It's pretty cool stuff. There are some useful tips, actually, in here, in the getting started section, and yeah, there's some good notes in there to help with the gameplay in the getting started section there. I haven't played either Beholder yet, Master Gregor, so once I do that, I'll make my call, but yeah, you're probably right. The manual has some really good photographs of the cast as well in it. Let's see if I can find that. There you go. There's Gorath. There's Patras and Pug, which Pug to this day just looks like Mr. Bean's son. Hilarious. There's Locklear and Owen. And Squire James. I don't know why they changed the names of the characters. Yeah, that never made sense to me, like why they changed it. Cyberbrain Lord, hello. I want to see someone play through Antara. Every time it gets brought up, it's always about how it's so terrible in comparison. I've never see it or get what people dislike about it so much. I tried to stream it, actually, Cyberbrain Lord, and the problem I had is that on a modern system, the clock runs too fast. So, like, weeks will pass as you're traveling, like, and it should only be, like, a day has passed, but, like, weeks will have passed. So the game's kind of broken on modern systems. So that would be great if somebody would, like, patch that and fix that problem. Maybe somebody already has at this point, I don't know. But that's what prevented me from playing it, because I didn't really feel like going and figuring out, like, what era of PC I needed to set up to play from. But maybe I'll do that at some point. I did sort of tell myself at the time, like, one day I will set up a PC and stream it, but I haven't done that yet, so maybe I will. Thank you, Damn It Beans. You will hate it, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I really liked Lands of Lore, so we'll see. Maybe I'll like Eye of the Beholder. I've heard Eye of the Beholder 1 and 2 are the good ones, and 3 is the bad one for some reason. I wonder if 3 is the bad one because some other developers decided to take it on and chose violence. I don't know. So, this one is... I forget which country this one was published for. An Asian country, I think, if I remember correctly. Telahin Enterprises. I forget. I did know at the time when I got it, but I don't recall anymore. It is a slipcover, so it should slide out nice and easily. But, sort of like a vacuum effect from the plastic sleeve still on it. There you go. That's got it. Yeah, Deluxe Paint Tim. Apparently a lot of people dislike Antara. I haven't been able to form an opinion yet. But, yeah. So obviously the major difference, like I said, is the floppy disk versus the CDs. And you might wonder, how do you fit 600 megabytes of content on only 8 floppy disks, or however many there are here? 7 floppy disks. Obviously the game's not that big. But the rest of the CD is taken up with some interesting content, including a documentary video, FMV video of Raymond E. Feist being interviewed about the game, along with some other content. And of course the soundtrack is on there too. This is a full multimedia experience with the CD version of the game. The manual, the material for the cover of the manual is completely different. The content otherwise is basically the same. It's a little bit different quality in like the print color and the paper material and stuff like that. But otherwise it's exactly the same content. I had a look through and tried to find any major differences, and I couldn't really see anything that was worth noting. But there's that. And of course there's the different registration card as well, if I could get my hands on it. There we go. Different registration card. The map. I think it's a little lighter, if I remember right. It has a lighter color to it compared to the other edition. The card stock is a little bit flimsier feeling. But yeah, it's a little brighter. The colors are lighter in color. I don't know if that comes through in camera. Otherwise, it's the same content. I think, I don't remember if there's anything different between the two. I did look at them, and I don't remember if there was anything different. There might have been some small differences in here, but just from having looked at both of them in rapid sequence, I don't see any major differences. But there you go, that's your Betrayal at Krondor. Never played Eye of the Beholder 3. As far as I know, it's horrible ass compared to 1 and 2, and even Lands of Lore. Interesting. Interesting, Master Gregor. Hang on a second, this floppy disk seems damaged. Well, that's better. That was slightly concerning. But yeah, it seems fine. Yeah, I don't know what's bad about Eye of the Beholder 3. I suspect it's because it was made by different devs. It wasn't made by Westwood. And I assume that the people who took on the design work focused on how they could frustrate the player more than they could make a fun experience. Because a lot of the time it was about how can you make the world challenging and tricky, right? And like It's a fine line between fun design and frustrating design, and I think they erred on the side of frustrating design, actually. All right. I forget what we were about to do before we started doing that. We were messing with some Prince of Persia stuff, but I'm not going to deal with that right now, I don't think. Level design is bad. First hour or so, you run around the forest chopping trees. Everything feels disconnected, and what Mike said with frustration, underwater levels. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. Westwood were the OG of games. It's so sad they got effed over by the US and EA slop. Yeah. Yeah. Bad news, man. Bad news. What are we gonna do now? I'm completely lost. I think I was gonna do Veil of Darkness, but I feel like I haven't got much time left. It's already basically 10:30 p.m. I guess I could start trying to run Ultima, but I'm not quite ready to do that yet. Q&A? Alright, Mini Roach, we'll do Q&A. What's your Q? I'll give you an A. Yeah, I'm happy to do a Q&A, although I don't know how much interest there is, honestly, in Q&A. But if anybody wants to ask a question, feel free to ask a question. Random DOS game? Could try a random DOS game. I don't really have that many random DOS games set up at the moment, though. Plans for 2026 stream-wise? That's a good question. Yeah, my plan for 2026 is I will be committing to getting back onto a regular schedule. I may be changing Wednesday nights out. I'm not sure yet. I might move it to another night of the week. Originally, that was like the easy night, but it's turned out to be a more difficult night. Last year proved that pretty significantly, with a lot of like family dinners and stuff like that going on. Tuesday night currently is like a family night at home. We spend watching movies. So if I was to move it, it would move to Thursday, which would mean Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday streams. And then the game dev streams would have to be probably Wednesday night and Monday night. And then Saturday and Sunday during the day when I find the time. So it's a pretty big commitment to say I will definitely do all of that. But I'm definitely going to try and commit to keeping the gaming streams on schedule, and the dev streams will be. I'll commit to some of them, but I haven't really figured out how to make them locked in. Like a reliable schedule. Me too, Mini Roach. Last year was very frustrating for me, actually. Do you know what the alternate name for the Steam Machine is? The Gabe Cube? Yes, I do. The new Steam Machine price isn't gonna be cheap though. Yeah, when it was first announced, I said the price would have to probably fall between 800 and 1200 USD. Time has moved forward a fair bit now, and also RAM prices shot up since then. But I still feel like the ballpark of that range is pretty broad, and I think it will fall inside that range still. I am curious to see where it lands though. I feel like it's probably going to be on the higher end of where I estimated. I also at the time said they'll probably be launching in February, and I think that's still plausible, but it might move back a month or so depending on these prices and stuff like that. But I feel like they're very, very soon it'll be announced that it'll come out soon. It'll be $11 billion. I hope not. I want one, and I don't have $11 billion. Time at barber when? It was gonna be today. I said earlier, you probably weren't here at the start of the stream, but I was planning to go get a haircut, and my wife had gone out. I was kind of just waiting for her to get home before I left because I didn't want to leave the kids at home for an indeterminate amount of time. But by the time she got home, the hairdressers had all shut, so I gotta try and go tomorrow. I was planning to come back with clean, a nice clean haircut and everything, but I didn't. But the hair wasn't a problem while I was away because we were at the beach, so I had nice beach hair. I wish they'd just release the price estimates for the frame. Yeah, I'm really curious about the Steam frame. The problem with the Steam frame in terms of estimating it is I have no idea how to estimate the cost, like the delivery of a device like that. It's got like custom pancake lenses and like a lot of custom build to it. It's like, it's not the same as like other Steam products that have launched. I guess it's closest to the Steam Deck. So I guess the price of it probably around Steam Deck prices. If I had to guess. I have no idea. We can just invest in each other over and over and bring our stock prices up. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds like a good idea. Then we'll be able to afford all of the expensive devices. You know what's funny? If you need to pay $11 billion, but it has a negative on it, you get paid. Oh, right. Yeah, that would be good. If they paid me to have the device, I'd love it. In fact, they should pay me to have the device. I think that's what they call marketing. You look swarthy? Thank you, That Cat. Thank you. Yeah, I feel swarthy. I don't know what that means, but thanks. They should be able to give a reasonable target for it now. Telling people in advance prevents disappointment later on. That's not how any product launch works, though, is it? You work in products. Does your company say our prices are going to be in this ballpark? Like, is that something that they do? I don't know if they do or not. I don't pay close attention to your company, but I feel like if anybody in the chat would have an idea of how this hardware industry works, you would be the one. We just announced with the final pricing once we ramp up the factory. Right, I see. Yeah. That makes sense. So maybe they have... I assume they're trying to get some level of fulfillment, like all of their like ducks in a row for that before they go to market with a price. I don't know. I also would guess they're anticipating pretty high demand. So they want to make sure they have a good production pipeline in place for that. They would 100,000% have contracts in place by now. Yeah, I imagine they should have. They probably had them before they made the first announcement. I mean, maybe. I don't know. That's why I anticipate that the RAM prices might not impact the cost of delivery as much as they could. If they locked in contracts for certain parts. But then again, I don't know. You would know more about that and acquiring chips and things like that than I would. Have you heard they are discounting the 5070 Ti now? Discontinuing this 5070 Ti now. That's what I've got. I've got a 5070 Ti. I didn't know that. Having had to engineer around the great chip shortage of 2022, I don't envy them. Right. Yeah, it's got to be a tough problem for them to solve too, right? Nvidia have to solve the problem for consumer. Otherwise, they're going to lose the consumer market to, like, AMD and Intel. Which, frankly, like, if Intel could take a bigger market share with all the shortages that are in play at the moment, if they could figure out a way to do it, that would be huge for them. If they could figure out a way to utilize, like, less in-demand RAM or something like that, like, I don't know what they would do, but yeah. I'd be pretty excited. Introducing cloud-based swap? That sounds terrible. Asus responded that they aren't. It's just lower supply at the moment. Right. I guess we'll have to wait and see. So hecking glad I chose AMD 5 years ago. I really wanted to get RTX at least once, and so I've done that. So now I will start considering other options for sure. In fact, the next build that I was planning to do, I was looking at like the Intel Arc GPUs, so I still might do that. But the entire industry of like, you know, home-built PCs just seems to be ridiculously overpriced at the moment. Nothing seems reasonable. So, I don't know. I'm kind of waiting for something to happen to fix that, but maybe I just have to adapt to spending more money on PCs again, which I only just got it. I only just decided I'll finally upgrade last year. I'm glad I upgraded when I did, I guess, because it would have cost me even more if I waited another year. Happy to see some more competition. Yeah, hell yeah. Even Qualcomm, I mean, yeah, anyone. Like, more competition can't hurt, I think. I mean, I would hope. Subscription computers, screen with a keyboard and mouse, everything else in the cloud. I mean, that's what's basically been happening with mobile devices. So, like, people just relying on, like, being able to do stuff with their tablet or their mobile phone. I hope that's not the future. Like, I hope that doesn't become the standard future. I hope people have a real PC in their home, and people who want that option can easily have it, the way we have been able to for the last, 40 years or so, I guess. Home PCs are really important, I think. And if they go away, that's going to be a big problem. But hey, maybe that's just me. Wish I'd gone AMD this time for the GPU. Yeah, maybe next time. I built a new computer this summer. For the first time in my life, my computer has actually increased in value. Yeah, actually, mine probably has as well. I didn't even think about that, but definitely the graphics card that I put in this, the RAM that I put in it, it's probably worth more than I paid for it, which is crazy to think. That's never happened to me before either. It hadn't even occurred to me until you mentioned it, every gosh darn name. I could probably sell this for parts and get way more money back for it than I spent. Which is stupid, I wouldn't do it, but, you know, crazy. Lived through that factory fire in '93, which increased the RAM prices massively overnight, so this isn't new to me. I mean, it's not new, but the difference here is that there's a demand increase that is uncapped at the moment. That's the problem, Deluxe Paint Tim. It's not the fact that, like, oh, there's just less RAM on the market. It's like, the RAM was there, but companies that didn't used to exist in '93 have now bought them up. To the point where it's like a shortage because they just bought so much. That's the problem we're facing. It's a different problem. It's unknown if it will ever resolve, or if it will just always be, is this the new normal? Yeah, the AMD CPU is a baller. I'm enjoying mine too, ABC. Unlike Intel, it isn't getting 20% slower year on year due to mitigations. That's a fact. Well, sort of a fact. Wonder if I should sell the old system's DDR4. Might actually be worth it now. It could be. I swear every one of us could sell our computer for more than we bought them for. Yeah, probably. Hey, Pepto Abysmal, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. They tell us when something like this happens, the market will regulate itself. So yeah, that was a lie. Yeah, that was a lie. Do you see anyone launching a new RAM manufacturer and building factories? I don't see that happening. I see the potential of that happening, but I think everybody's going to hold their breath until it's not really a viable option anymore. Like, you would have to scale up. Like, there's so much you would have to do to just be able to manufacture RAM. It's RAM wafers that are in short supply, not the PCBs. Yeah. So you'd have to be manufacturing the actual RAM chips, not just the PCBs. And that's like a hell of a lot to scale up and build. Every gosh darn name just said a factoid, but I don't know what I don't know if that's a reference to something I said or somebody else said, or if I don't know. Thank you very much, Deluxe Paint Tim, for the 50 bits and the Doom Guy butt. AI Slop Company didn't even buy the made RAM. They bought the wafers, which are not usable without further processing, just to F everyone in the consumer market. Sorry, but I had to say it. Is that actually what happened? I assumed they had just purchased, like, equivalent to doing that, but like basically committing to purchasing all of the RAM that they were going to that was going to be manufactured. I didn't realize they'd just straight up bought the wafers. That's crazy. No one wants to increase manufacturing because AI bubble might burst at any moment. Yeah, that's the problem. Everybody's going to be holding their breath to see what happens, and that means nobody's going to go do it, setting up a new fab or something like that. It's the same with CPUs and other like platforms. I think what the market really could use is like more nations getting into the I guess, is it high resolution or low resolution? I don't know. It's high res, like the people making more like high-end chips and having capabilities in more countries to do that, sort of disseminating that like market, making it less dependent on Taiwan, for example, would be probably the best thing the industry could do to avoid things like this continuing to happen. And they happen like every 5 years or so, it seems like these days. So more fabs, more investment in fabs would be a really good thing. I said something of the fact and changed my mind. Oh, right, yeah. The 20% was the figure that I was like, maybe that's not a fact, but I don't know. ABC had said something about Intel CPUs getting 20% slower every year because of mitigations. I think 20%'s maybe not factual, but it feels factual. With that attitude, we won't have any growth. Right. Yeah, they just bought the wafers. That's so dumb, Master Gregor. That's crazy, actually. EUV lithography machines are made by one company in the Netherlands, and they're tens of millions per machine. Doesn't matter. That's great. Somebody should start doing that like that. Somebody should pay them to scale up and manufacture for them as well, right? Like, just like the whole pipeline needs to be made. Like, if you think about it, if you broaden the pipeline for manufacturing stuff like that, like the cost of manufacture should also go down. Like, that's the way that like volume works, right? In theory. I'm not an economist, but I that's the way I understand supply and demand works, right? ASML, I think it's called ASML. Not sure. Damn it, Veins. Maybe I'll understand when I get closer to that part of the chat. Somebody should make a company that makes lithography machines. There might be patents that's a problem, Deluxe Paint Tim. But yeah. I hate people who have no idea about stuff they decide over. Really, I'm sorry, but this struck a hard nerve with me. Yeah, I agree, Master Gregor. Older non-EUV processors are more obtainable. You don't need most recent nodes. Yeah, right. Well, that's the thing, though. Like, I genuinely think like it just need to scale up the bandwidth for the whole pipeline, right? That's what I think should happen. But I got no idea. I'm an idiot. Never gonna happen. They are so far ahead, it would take decades to catch up. Excuse me, catch up. Even getting 4nm nodes takes a crazy amount of time. Yeah. But like, I don't know. It seems like there's these billionaires are out there with billions, like $500 billion or whatever. Like, they should be able to just go and say, you know what, we're going to do this.
Would you look at that?
And make it happen.
Just would you look at that? That's a neat box. Is that a Steam machine?
That is a Steam machine, yeah. That's a Steam machine right there. Thank you, Imicat. You're an absolute legend for the 59 months of mega support. I really do appreciate it. You're an absolute legend. I hope you're having a good day today, too. EUV machines are also designed to fail if taken apart, but to be inspected by non-authorized individuals. That sounds like a scam to me. If I open the bonnet on my car and look inside of it, it shouldn't stop working. There was a recent Veritasium video about ASML and the machines, which unlike many of their videos, was actually very good. Oh, interesting. I'll have to watch it. I occasionally watch Veritasium. Master Gregor, thank you for the 20 bits.
No, Imikit. That's not a steam machine.
Oh, what is it?
It doesn't produce steam. It's the Gabe Cube.
Oh, it's the Gabe
It's a cube
yeah.
from Gabe.
Yep. I'm looking forward to getting one. I do want to get one. We'll see if the price is reasonable enough for me to justify it, but I hope to get one. If I do, I promise I'll be streaming about it, with it, something like that. It's possible that we are in an entirely fraudulent system. Oh, yeah.
Ah, the Gabe Cube, so it produces garbus?
It produces garbas? That's right, Immy Cat. Thank you for the 30 bits. Oh my gosh. Hey, some guy in a hat. Good to see you. Yeah, I said scale, so that means I win the meeting. Thank you, Deluxe Paint Tim. Yeah. Look at me, winning. If companies were serious about AI investment, they should have went with FPGAs as a solution.
These garbas?
Jabberwocky, thank you very much for 40 bits. And yeah, those games are the ones we want to see. Those Gabriel Knights. I think you might be right, Retro Rude, but the thing about FPGAs is they're expensive for completely different reasons. I think they probably want, like, ASICs, right? Instead. ASICs probably would make more sense for AI investment. But then again, if a company like Nvidia is already doing what they're doing, it's like, buy that and plug it in. I don't know. I'm not an AI company. I don't want to be an AI company, and I don't really want to support AI companies at this point either. So, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I wish we could just shut them down. Just say, like, no, we don't want this, thanks, bye. And it just goes away. That would be brilliant. That would solve so many problems. Like, I don't think that AI boom has solved any, like, it's not solving the common man's problem. It's only creating problems. I don't really see it as a solution. I don't know what else to say. I don't really want to get into the debate or any arguments, but yeah, I just, yeah, that's all I'm going to say about it. Thank you for the 10 bits.
Shoutouts to the 1993 RAM crisis being so bad it's why Office PCs now have padlock holes.
Is that really why they started putting padlocks on? Because people were nicking in the RAM? That's actually hilarious. Oh, man. I believe it. I believe it. Thanks, Flygon. Scaling up is the difficult part. They are very intricate machines. Yeah. Of course. I'm just saying there are billionaires. Like, this is an amount of money that you can't really fathom. But I bet you if they went and they just said, I'm just going to spend the money and make this happen, they could make it happen. I'm sure they could make it happen. It might not happen today, but it would happen a lot faster than any other method, right? Like, it's just, like, it's kind of unbelievable what, like, the amount of money they have at their disposal, right? That's all I'm saying. Will I get course credit for attending this lecture? Yes, Drew. Of course. If I recall correctly, 14 nanometer or so was the last non-EUV based node. DRAM doesn't benefit from the smaller sizes anyway. There's a limit on the cell size. Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. So that in theory, there could be some scale available for RAM production somewhere. Who knows how long it takes to build one of them? Yeah, exactly. There's a whole bunch of factors about, like, yeah, exactly. You're 100% right, Calic, but it's just like every part of that timeline that can be crunched out could be crunched out with the right amount of money. People will do anything. The projects are so big, it would require government funding, not just a sudden burst of funding to stay on the edge. It would need to be a constant. Yeah, it's true. It would probably, you're right. To be fair, it would take some government engagement as well with that kind of thing. Like, if the US government or the Australian government or something was like, we're really serious about having fabs stand up in our country and be like on the leading edge, that would definitely be something that would need to be, that'd probably have to be part of the equation. But I think it's doable. I understand that they don't want China to buy a machine and then reverse engineer it and skip all the billions of R&D that went into it. Yeah, I can understand that too. I can understand that. It's just like, yeah, stop playing. I mean, I don't know. Does anybody at that level really pay attention to like the patents and stuff like that? Like, I don't know. Maybe they all just steal from each other anyway. I don't know. They did buy a machine and did try and reverse engineer it and broke it in the process and then asked ASML to fix it. Oh, do they really, Imicat? That's actually funny. I'm just learning now. I'm just reading the chat, basically. My opinions don't matter anymore. Even with only access to DUV, China has been able to modify those machines far past the limits. Also, if someone starts driving up the cost of FPGAs, people at work will start stabbing. They're already like priced through the roof, aren't they, ABC? They still haven't really recovered since the last spike. If you install Gabriel Knight games onto a GameCube, it will really be a GameCube. Yeah. I mean, obviously that's the first game I should play on the GameCube. I'm glad you don't want to be an AI company, Mike. Thanks, Master Gregor. I mean, I'll take the AI money. Like, if people want to invest in me as an AI company, I'll take the money. And then, I guess that's fraud. So maybe I wouldn't do that. But if there was a way I could take the money to fund my game dev. There's no AI boom, only bubble. I think I agree. Mike, I beg to differ. I don't want all AI to get shut down. That said, I don't want to debate either. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you know, I'm not looking for a debate, but I do have opinions. I do have opinions. I'm just skipping some of the chat because there's a lot of chat. Thank you for all the comments, though. They can't because all their money is tied up in stocks. Yeah, that's true. Billionaire money is like not real money. I understand. But they should be able to leverage that somehow. I'm gonna be cheering in the streets once the bubble bursts. I mean, yeah, unlike the .com bubble or like other bubbles we've seen since then, it doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel like... Yeah, the AI bubble doesn't feel the same. It feels very different. I don't know why. It's not private companies that need to do it. It's governments that do it not for profit, but for securing supply lines and ensuring independence. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. There's a very good incentive to do it. It makes at least 5. It takes at least 5 years to build one of the factories for produce computer chips. Well, it depends on what kind of computer chips you're talking about. But yeah, if you want like something that's like high end, sure, makes sense. I bet you if you spent more money, you could do it faster, right? Get 9 women in here, and we'll have a baby in 1 month. Hopefully it means an increase in excellent indie games that don't rely on top tier graphics. That's the saving grace of like retro gaming and indie gaming. It's like there's so much out there on the market right now. Like, forget about what's coming out tomorrow or like next week. There's so much really, really good gaming to be had that's already out there. So like, you don't have to support the big companies anymore. Like, that's something that they don't get yet. Like EA and like Ubisoft and whoever, they don't really get it yet that like people don't have to buy their games anymore. And the more that consumer hardware costs are driven up, the less likely people are going to be spending their money on the newest and hottest thing, and they're just going to stick with the older machine and play the older library. So it's a good news for everybody who's just like wanting to put out like a, you know, retro style game, or, you know, people who want to play retro games. I think the market's going to be really good over the next few years for that. It's kind of like a interesting scenario to be in. unnervingly ubiquitous slop. I can't even share memes anymore because I can never be sure if they're AI or not at a quick glance. That's rough.
AAA and self-proclaimed AAA game companies are dying because of the overhead they produced themselves. Indie is just the way things are going, and I love it.
Yeah, I agree, and to a certain degree, Master Gregor. I think so. Yeah, it seems to be the case. Part of the reason the modern tile-based CPUs are so tile-based CPUs are for, I missed a word, is so the parts of the die that don't need the latest nodes, SRAM, DRAM, IO, can be done on older, cheaper fabs. Cool. You hear that EB Games is shutting down in New Zealand? I did hear that. I also heard Life also that they're going to be opening up the Australian online EB to New Zealand soon. But I also read that they didn't know how many jobs were affected, and that to me is weird. How many stores for EB are there in New Zealand, or were there in New Zealand? That was a really interesting piece of news. I was like kind of confused by it. But yeah, I don't know. Worked for AI companies as creative writer, and honestly, this is the first time I make actually good money from my writing. Wow, well done, Miamiville. I'm glad that it's working for you. I'm glad that there's some positivity coming out of it for you. For anyone looking for GPUs and wanting to snag a replacement for an old one before the GPU prices start catching up because of their own onboard RAM, I can at least say my AMD GPU has actually been more stable than my NVIDIA one was. Oh, good. Good, Flygon. That's good news. Thank you for the bits.
Reticulating splines.
I am reticulating splines. That's all I ever do these days. Just reticulate. Get another spline and reticulate it. Thank you very much, Grognak. Play more retro games. Problem solved. Exactly. It's such a good solution. The thing is, there is so much, like, the thing about the explosion of media production over the last, like, 100 years or so is just, like, it's kind of insane. Like, you can go back and pick a movie from the last 50 years, like, it's probably going to be a decent movie, right? Like, the same things happened with video games, but it was a lot shorter time frame. So...
Had my last 20 bits for this month. I'ma go back to bed.
Oh, wow.
Stay awesome and cuddle the fluffball named Cat for me. Wish everyone a wonderful weekend. Mlum.
Thank you, Master Gregor. The fluffball cat's name, the one that you're referring to, they're both fluffballs, is Lily. The other cat's name is Cookie. But thank you, Master Gregor. Have a great sleep. I forget what I was about to say. Oh, right, media. So, like, you can go back, like, 30 years for PC games and still have a great time with pretty much picking any of them. Like, that's the thing. Like, there's, like, so many amazing games. I mean, you can go back further than that, but, like, for the average consumer, if you go back, like, 20, 30 years, you're probably going to enjoy the game. Like, it's an enjoyable experience. The only people who are going to be dissatisfied with it are the people who are like, I need my graphics to look photorealistic, or, like, I only want to see the latest and greatest graphics. Like, those people aren't going to be satisfied by going back in time as much, but, you know, if that's what they want, they don't really need to play video games, I don't think. Like, yeah. Industrial espionage is a thing, yes, but in the West, there are some legal protections that can deal with it when they get caught. China doesn't care one bit. They'll blatantly steal whatever they want and make their own version. It's happened so many times already. Right. Yeah, I guess that's undeniable, right? Maybe China's right. Maybe the rest of the world should follow suit. I don't know. I genuinely don't. Like, it's above my pay grade. I wish that it would. I wish everyone would adhere to the same set of rules. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. If you're just trusting that nobody is stealing from you, then you're probably getting stolen from, I guess. I don't know. There is no money in AI. You give them a few million, then they give you a few million back. That's how it works. It's circular. That's the argument that I've constantly seen. I haven't, like, sat down and watched a video or, like, read any articles or anything like that on it. That's what I constantly am hearing. So it does sound kind of scary. It's like a Ponzi scheme or something, right? To be honest, if you get money without being an AI slot factory, I'd be happy for you to get tons of money. Yeah. Well, me too, Master Grow. Even though you've gone to sleep, I just caught up. Elon Musk puts 12.4 billion into world's first fractal AI. I have to admit that like Fractal Mind started as an AI development company before I decided to make games instead. That's a story for another time. I'm not going to get into that right now. Long before the AI boom as well, I'll have you know. It wasn't, I pivoted away from that a long time ago. My opinion is I get first dibs on the slot factory hardware once they go bankrupt. I think everybody's looking forward to that ABC, but I don't know that it will happen. Am I joking? No, I'm not joking, Drew. True fact. It's kind of in the name. But hey. There's more resistance to AI than previous bubbles. Maybe that's why. Yeah, maybe that's why I feel differently about it. But there's something strange going on. It's a little different. I guess I'm kind of worried that it might not burst the way bubbles normally burst. The .com bubble had a lower barrier to entry. It was easier to set up a website than a data center. That's true. Takes less than a year to create a potato chip factory, that's for sure. That's what we need to do, just start manufacturing potato chips. I'm so not caught up. I've tried to catch up with chat. I'm gonna have to skip some more. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna skip a bunch of chat. I apologize if I missed your important message. Please feel free to do it again. There's nothing at the tail end of the AI bubble. Railsway resulted in rails. Housing had actual houses. .com had 1 million kilometers of fiber that came in handy years later. AI has memory and CPUs, GPUs that are largely unfit for consumer machines. It's essentially followed by a buttload of expensive recycle e-waste. That is, that's probably the end game for the current state of things. Yeah. Who knows what will really happen? That sucks. It's a really bleak picture, isn't it, Verge? That is really bleak. Data centers in Canada, there's no Freedom of Information Act numbers for the amount of water they use out of the municipal system. Mike, have you ever seen Birdemic or The Guy from Harlem? That'll change your opinion on most movies are great. No. I know that there are terrible movies. What I said was, like, there's enough movies now that you probably don't have to go watch the latest movie. You could probably spend a good part of your lifetime, like, depending how much media you consume. If you watch a movie a day, you probably won't be running out very quickly, right? But eventually you would, I guess. But like, if you watch movies like as much as an average person does, I think there's enough movies out there now that you should be able to pick and choose and find pretty good movies to watch for the rest of your life, basically, without ever having to produce a new movie. Like, PC gaming has, like, gaming in general has probably reached that point as well. 90s PC gaming is fantastic, Grognak. Agreed. Fun fact, if you go outside, you get the most realistic graphics ever. I agree, 100%. Bought a Switch 2 Express card now because next year being M.2 designed, it will go up in price. NAND storage is going up. Right, you're probably right, Servo. It's probably a good time to grab a deal on a Switch 2 if you're looking to get a Switch 2, right? So many people playing a WoW or Counter-Strike, all games running on 400 USD machine. Yeah, exactly. I I mean, sure, I wouldn't mind so much if China reciprocated, but they don't want to actually share technology developed. Can you read the YouTube chat, Mike? Sorry about that. Is that Scarlet? Hi, Scarlet. Good to see you. Yeah, I can read the YouTube chat. I don't know if you're asking me to read it, because this is the first message in the chat, so unless I missed something... Yes, I can read it. Hi, good to see you. Every gosh name, you're saying China, you'd wish they would reciprocate. Don't want to actually share technology developed based on Western technology. We had talks with Chinese company over building high-speed railways here, and it ended up failing because their demand was basically that they'd own and operate everything. Yeah, that's pretty normal, though. Like, I've seen that before as well. That's also the way that things work with Africa. China is a big presence in Africa with a lot of, like, infrastructure type stuff. And that's the way they work. They basically own everything. So, yeah, there's another scary thought there, I think. AI slopocalypse is that the video cards will be useless to normal people because they don't have display outputs. Yeah, that's crazy. What's my opinion on Greenland? I don't have an opinion on Greenland. I do have an opinion in general on, like, war and stuff like that. And my opinion on that is that, like, at every opportunity, people should strive for peace and harmony. But I don't know. I think I'm in the minority. I don't know. Maybe I'm naive. I'm naive, probably. Normal people can use cloud subscriptions for services for cloud computing. Yeah, they could, but I don't think I don't know. We'll see, Retro Rude. The thing is, like, mountain biking, right? Like, you can pay tens of thousands of dollars for a good mountain bike, or you can pay $100 for a mountain bike, but it's still a mountain bike that you get to ride, right? And that's why PCs should be. I don't think, like, having a something that requires you to have a cloud subscription to do computing, that doesn't make sense to me. That's stupid. Devil's Advocate AI is opening up, creating basic software, blah, blah, blah. I disagree. I agree on a to a certain degree, but yeah, I don't know if I fully agree with that. I think there's yeah, a lot remains to be seen there, Drew. Oh wow. That's crazy, Flygon, about your dad quitting OneTel. Crazy. Sorry, I'm still trying to catch up with the chat. I think I've slowly gotten here. Yes, it's me. I came to you on autoplay while I was cleaning. Oh, nice. Nice. Good to see you. Welcome. There. Now I am on Twitch. Better latency. Yeah, the Twitch chat's probably... I mean, that's one I've been reading, but it took me this long to catch up, so sorry about that. I had to skip a bunch of messages, so if I didn't read something that somebody said something, then sorry. Feel free to say it again. Welcome back. Don't know why you were gone, but missed your streams. Thank you, Final Girl. I was away because I went on a holiday. I went on vacation.
For? Me to play the game? Shut up.
Thanks, Grognak. Yeah, I went away, and before that, it was just too hot. We had a bit of a heat wave here where I live. And it was like 40 degrees every day that I wanted to... My normal stream schedule, it was like 40 degree days. So I just was like, I'm not sitting inside the hot... Like, this room does... Like, the air conditioner that's in this room, that thing back there, it doesn't really handle it once it gets past like 35. So there was no way I was going to sit in here and sweat while I was trying to stream. It wasn't going to work, so... Yeah. AI is supposed to learn by example and create behavior based on its behavior on its own based on examples given. True AI takes years to develop. What people call AI is nothing more than an algorithm that adapts in real time. That's why it needs so much memory. True AI correctly integrated uses less resources, and coding is uninformed with strict rules. I am AI. I am AI. I can look at a bunch of things and get an idea of how it works and make a facsimile. Thank you, Servo. I'm not sure I fully understood everything you wrote. Don't worry, I mean, YouTube is 0.5 seconds behind Twitch. Oh, okay. Not so bad then. Not so bad. It's good to see you, Scarlet. Happy New Year. 40 degrees C made me fearing I had heat stroke. Yeah, it was really rough. A really rough couple of days throughout that week. I hope that's the last of it. I hope we don't have anything more like that this summer. Genuinely take for granted that most people where I live have central air. I forgot others don't. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It was just really rough. I think I'm going to upgrade this AC unit eventually. I think I'm going to have to, because it's just like, I didn't realize it wouldn't handle the heat. It's like borderline, the guy who installed it, he was like, this is like only just big enough for this space. And I was like, okay, but it's cheap, right? So that's what I went with it. I probably should have spent like a couple of $100 more at the time, because now it's going to cost me more if I have to replace it. But yeah, I should have listened to him is what I'm saying. Oh well. Personally, I've noticed that YouTube live streams are a bit delayed compared with Twitch counterparts. I have YouTube Premium, so no ads and possibly higher resolution. Interesting. I should check, but it does say like very low latency and stuff like that when I look at it. I can't see, it doesn't have the diagnostics panel on there anymore. It's like stream health. Doesn't tell me. It just says excellent health. That's all it says. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Thank you, Scarlet. Servo AI needs some tweaking. Yeah. Hey, Risogen. The current thing people are calling AI is just pattern matching. There's no intelligence there. Yeah. This is a problem that, like, you have to explain to people sometimes. It's pretty rough. Yeah. Some of these countries couldn't get money from, like, IMF, so they get really crappy terms from China. If that money was used to hire a majority of citizens in that country to build those things, it would help them out a lot. Right. Yeah, I don't know. Again, not an economist, but I do like the idea of people being paid to do work. I don't know. Like, when people do work, they should be paid a fair amount that allows them to live. That's like a pretty fundamental thing. I think nobody should be able to disagree with that. I would hope. So, you know, if AI does end up taking everybody's job and people have to do some other work, I don't know what the other work is. If AI keeps replacing jobs and robots replace jobs, then at some point, I don't know, what do you do with all the people? I guess you just die? And then the rich people can just live by themselves? If that's the future of society, I feel sad. Had to set my AC unit to 16 degrees Celsius at all times of day, even if it meant I had to wear a jacket overnight. That's crazy. Yeah, you gotta go, like, cool the house down so it's so cold that the outside heat doesn't heat it up too much during the day. I get what you're saying, yeah. Yeah, we did that with our with one of our ACs. We turned, like, because we have the two split systems, we had to do that. And it kind of worked. It was still too hot. Create impossibly expensive technology, make it free, take everyone's job, ask people to pay for the impossibly expensive technology. Yeah, that's a good strategy, Verge. Yeah, that's right. They'll definitely a winning plan. Oh my gosh. Well, that was interesting. That conversation diverged very quickly from a Q&A to me just reading the chat about AI. But if anybody has any other cues for me to please feel free to ask me them. Otherwise, I don't know. I've got nothing else queued up. It's basically time for me to end the stream. I work with teachers. One of them was boasting that he got AI to make a practice test and study guide for kids using the province's educational standards in 5 minutes, when it would have taken him hours. He said this with pride when he should have said it with alarm and horror. Yeah. the problem I have with that is like how much energy did he put into validating what came out of it? Because if it took him 5 minutes, then I can tell you now that he did not validate it. That's the scary part. That's another scary part. There's a lot of scary parts, but that's another scary part. Like, you know, that's another thing I've found with people talking about using AI to accelerate their work is that they'll always use terms like less than an hour or only 5 minutes or 15 minutes. They're throwing around these times, and it's like I'm finding it harder and harder to believe that, because it doesn't take them 5 minutes to give me a response when I ask them to do something. You know, it always takes them like a day or two, and they'll come back with it like, oh yeah, that took 5 minutes, great. Weird that you didn't get back to me right away with it then. Rig is doing Betrayal at Condor. Yeah. I used AI to generate backgrounds for a custom car game for private use, and that this apparently makes me literally worse than Hitler. Yeah, you're definitely in the wrong there. So this image, I used ChatGPT to generate the base image. I modified it a fair bit, but I still attribute it to ChatGPT. I also don't like it.
AI does not have the intelligence of any of the TV script writers I worked with in the 50s through to the 80s.
Wow.
Knowing some of those script writers, that alone should be alarming.
Thank you, William Conrad's Ghost, for the $1. At least the AI worked 5 minutes on this, and then I put 8 hours of work in it is better, but it doesn't sound as cool. Yeah, no. I'm not proud of this image. Like, if I had the time and energy, I would have painted it myself. But I did not. And I thought, you know what? This'll do. Honestly, I'm not that happy with it, and I don't really want to keep it. I think I want to replace it. But that's a case in point, I think, with regards to all of this sort of stuff that we're talking about. Like, you can do stuff with AI, but like, I think if you're just happy with taking the output and not changing it at all, because that image is vastly different than the original output, but it's still not like what I wanted. Even at the end of the day, after I like modified it and tweaked it a fair bit, it's still not exactly what I wanted. Yeah. I was wrestling with AI to generate something that I want and edit the results manually to my satisfaction, but according to some people, the fact that AI is involved at all means those hours spent means nothing. Yeah, I don't know. Credit or labor? I don't know. I don't know what we're talking about anymore, Miamiville. I just like, I'm less excited about using AI now than I was, you know, a few years ago. A few years ago, things were very interesting, but I think the way things have panned out, I'm not that excited about it. You're gonna buy one of them fancy new Commodore 64s? Verge of Apathy, I would love to buy one. I don't know if I can justify buying one is the problem. I probably will get one, but it's not on the top of my shopping list right now. Just returning after a while, so sorry if I already asked, but I was wondering about your game dev plans this year. Yeah, my game dev plans this year are pretty bulky. I really want to finish the current game that I'm working on, which has, I'm probably realistically about 45 to 50% complete on the game as I envision it. Plus, I want to go back and rework the first 2 games and package all 3 of them up as a single unit on Steam. So it's probably going to take me most of the year, realistically, to get that done, if I can get onto schedule with it. The plan for schedule is to do at least 1 day a week. I'm looking at taking Fridays off of work, so I'll be cutting my salary like by 20% to remove that day of the week. But then I'll have that time to work on game dev. So my goal is to not stagnate on it and to just keep moving forward. So we'll see how it goes. I hope that people are interested in like, you know, when I put it on Steam, that it has a bit more interest than just like my circle. That, you know, hopefully it garners a little bit of attention and maybe will be enough to fund another, you know, 6 months to a year worth of development time on the next game. We'll see. I do have a lot of plans for like more work, like a lot of different games I want to work on. So I'm not getting any younger, so I really can't afford to have another year like last year with regards to game development. So yeah, that's something I've been thinking a lot about. I want to do better with it. Hey, Karen Jameson.
I'm
oh my gosh.
Brett.
Thank you, Iz. Thank you for the 200 bits. It's mainly there's no way to know how much effort someone put into it. It could be nothing, it could be 99%. No one has any idea, which is hard for people to mentally commit to being impressed. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I personally, I wouldn't use AI to generate any content for my games. I just, like, I get too much sense of satisfaction out of doing the work, right? Like, I want to do the work. I want to write all the code. I want to do all of the artwork. If I could, I would compose all the music. Because I can't, I will pay somebody to compose the music for me. You know, like, that's where I'm at with it. Like, I don't, like, if AI solved problems for me that, like, I really didn't want to do, like, I don't want to do the laundry, I don't want to do the dishes, I don't want to vacuum. Like, we have a robot vacuum cleaner. I guess this AI is partially solving one of my problems that I don't want to deal with. I would also like to do that for the lawn, although I'm not sure I trust robot lawnmowers yet. I gotta check that out. I know they're a thing. I haven't really looked into them. But yeah. Anyway. Use a lot for coding and still write spaghetti code. I asked how I could refactor and if it could describe current monster class I wrote, and it did a good job for about 80%. Got important details wrong, which I wouldn't know if I let it explain someone else's code to me. It just sounds very convincing. Real problem. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Mercedes. Yeah. I have a team of juniors, like a cohort of juniors in my team who are, they're very much struggling at the moment, actually. It's interesting. Yeah, I guess, Cameron, what you're saying, though, about that, like, people don't understand, like, average people don't, but I think people who do care about programming and, like, want to do well at it, I think that's where the problem arises. It's the same thing of, like, people who don't know how to paint and haven't put any effort into learning how to create art, they can type a prompt and generate an image, right? It's the same argument. So, like, if you're okay with one, you're okay with the other. I think you kind of have to be. And if you're not okay with one, then you can't really be okay with the other. Like, I just think you're, like you're cheating yourself, or you're not understanding the problem in a way that makes sense. But yeah. What could possibly be a bad idea about putting a sharp blade that rotates 1200 RPM into an AI-powered machine? Yeah, what could go wrong? Yeah. Hi, Necrokeys. Good to see you. I think I'm about to go. It's funny that, like, we get, like, this is not the first time we've gone down the AI channel. Even though I really don't want to talk about AI, it just seems to happen a lot. It's the thing that's, like, in the zeitgeist. People are always talking about it, thinking about it. It's a very important thing. Whenever we talk about computer hardware, we end up having to talk about AI, which is not something, like, not a conversation that I really want to have a lot. Yeah. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, I don't really like talking about it in all those details, you know, like, it's just there's too much to be said there. Ancient Rome? Yeah, we could talk about ancient Rome. Talk about computer hardware in 2022. Talk about Ethereum. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Calic. The reason the topic goes that way is because of the impact of AI on our hardware. It's true. Let's put some AI in your chat so the stocks will go up. Yeah, I mean, if I add AI to chat, so there's AI chat bots chatting, then the conversation will be improved, right? NFT mic? Wait, what? Talk about NFT mic? It's funny because, like, whenever you think about these technologies, like, before they happen, it seems like they're really cool. Like, the idea of cryptocurrency, when Neil Stephenson wrote Cryptonomicon, like, it sounded kind of cool. It sounded, like, really interesting. But, like, the reality of it was, like, really kind of not that exciting. Like, it wasn't as exciting as it seemed like it should be. And it became a regulated thing in most countries anyway. So it's not like, well, like, all the things that they said, like, that in theory it would do, it can't do, right? Because it's become regulated in a way that makes that impossible. It's weird. Same thing with AI and stuff like that. Like, you think AI is going to, like, solve a lot of problems and make life better, but it seems like, oh, it's actually not making life better for a lot of people. Anyway, I'm gonna go. This has definitely been a different way to end the stream, but thank you very much everybody for having a chat. I do appreciate it. A lot of food for thought. But I don't know. I'm not here to solve problems. Happy to talk about it. I will have a good rest. Thank you, Flygon. I hope you all have a good one. Thanks, Necrokeys, as well. I appreciate it, mate. You take care. Can we talk about Ancient Roman for PS1? Oh, there's a game for PS1 about Ancient Rome. Sounds like a good time. There was also a cat here. That's true, Nab. Thank you, everybody. Take care, everyone. I really appreciate it. It's really good to see you all again. I'll be back tomorrow night. We'll be doing some more gaming. I'm gonna try and get to Veil of Darkness again tomorrow. We didn't make it tonight. I got a little bit caught up with Prince of Persia, unfortunately. But it was fun. I'll see you next time, everyone. Take care. Good night. Thank you all for being here.
Oh boy, we're having fun now!
We are indeed.